Hello. Are we ready? Predictions. Get them in now. What's your final call? What god is in the Littlewood, aka Martyn, possibly going to be representing in Pantheon SMP? Who could it be, dude? Who could it be? Who knows? By the way, that is the new theme song for Pantheon SMP. It is called Rebirth. It is very, very cool. I'm seeing Hermes. I'm seeing Tyche, Aphrodite. I'm seeing Apollo. Where else am I seeing? In fact, it just seems to kind of be those three. Hephaestus, the one that I still can't probably pronounce properly. That's in the mix there, apparently. Pan as well. Pan's getting thrown around a lot. Aeolus. Wukong. I mean, fuck it. Why not? Why not just throw in... Wukong's Chinese, right? Wukong's like the one that Luffy is based off of. Or at least there's a lot of similarities. Zeus. You think I can handle Zeus? Holy. I think you got to be big to handle Zeus. I'm not sure I'm quite there. Apparently the YouTube stream title is wrong. Let me fix that. If it will let me do it. We filmed Pantheon SMP last night. Oh boy, oh golly. There you go. Stream title updated. All right. It's on its way. Let me go to twitter.com/PowCreations. Let's see if there is anything new on there. It's not there just yet. It's not there just yet. Give it a moment. Give it a moment. There's an ad? Is there an ad? Really? There's an ad on YouTube. Poorly timed ad, dude. Damn. Very poorly timed ad. Let's have a look. Scroll. By the way, already seeing fan art of characters is absolutely crazy. Apparently there's a cosplay as well. Is there a cosplay of... Oh my gosh, that made me jump. Is that a cosplay of Apo's character or something? Who is it? It is as well. Wow. Oh my god, this one's sick as well. I did wonder whether people would do this. Whether people would do the POW champions in the style of Hades and Hades 2, the game. That's pretty cool. Goodness me. Goodness me. Whew. There we are. Right, I'm still refreshing Pantheon SMP on Twitter. Well, as you said, it's called POW Creations on Twitter. Let's see. I can see Apo talking in the Discord, but Apo's not posting on the socials. Come on, Apo! Is it there? Is it on its way? Where is it? Where is it? I do have an image to go alongside my announcement, which I think I feel okay with posting. I think it's fine. You set the timer wrong. What are we not paying you for, dude? Come on, lock in. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Right, hold on. Let me export this image as well. There we go. I'm just going to save the file as cosplay. The music stopped at the perfect time there. What the hell? The music stopped at the exact moment it needed to. That's very funny. Okay. Pantheon SMP. The latest creation from POW Creations. Owen and Apo. Powerhouse duo. The Pixar of Minecraft SMPs, some may say. And it's on its way. In just a moment, myself and one other champion are going to be announced. For those of you unaware, it is a new SMP that is starting on Sunday. I have just finished my first pass on the episode, and it is 1 hour and 4 minutes long. It's a big boy, but I'm probably going to have that be the YouTube members cut, and then there will be a like a smaller version for the for like the main public. Just because I think there are some conversations that are a little bit slower and like don't really lead to as much, but I think it was that like kind of day one excitement and jitters. There was a lot of bits happening. Legs and Apple said someone permadied already. Yeah, before their announcement. Before their announcement image. But it's the way the cookie crumbles. The gods are unforgiving. They are not kind. Sometimes they are, but not always. There is a system. There are mechanics. You abuse the system. You don't trust it. You don't anything. You're going to be in trouble. Bro got 1 episode. Refresh it. Is it there? Okay, let me see. Hold on. Twitter.com/POW Creations. There it is. Are you ready? Let me do cam top. Cam top. I'm going to scroll down. Please welcome InTheLittleWood and Zombie Cleo to Pantheon. Our champions of Artemis and Pan. So Pan was in the same announcement post, but not for me. I don't think I saw a single correct prediction for my god. Not one. Genuinely. I'm not saying that like to have like a one-up or anything. I genuinely don't think I saw one person guess me. So there you go. There is Cleo. Look at that. What's that instrument called? Is it called a lute or something like that? Or is it just like a panpipe? I guess if it's panpipe makes sense. It's panpipes. Yeah. Your build, I think, was a hint. What? My Pantheon practice builds? I was just making generic stuff. Sorry, I just realized I haven't actually full screened my artwork. Oof. What a guy. He's all hair. So much hair. Too much hair, in fact. Holy moly. Chat, I told you, these characters are hot. You got to be brave to cosplay them. Do you have concept art? I do, but I will leave that up to Cherry to share. Cherry can be the one to share that out. Because Cherry was the one who created it. I settled on my choice. And then I think Apo had mentioned it to Cherry. And then Cherry was like, just designing the whole vibe immediately. Thumbnail practice and all that. So there you go. Just casually nipping your nops in this skin. Nipping your nops. Is that what we're calling it nowadays? I think I understand what you're saying. There's a nipple on display. But, hey. Artemis Martyn is so peak already. I think it's a fun choice. I'm not terrible with a bow. Cherry for real went 2 for 2 with hot art. So wait, what was the other character Cherry did designs for? Because for context as well, Cherry has created my skin for the SMP. Oh, she designed you too. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. So there you are. There is Artemis's champion. Oof. This artwork that you're looking at right now was created by Marble Groves, who you've seen do artworks for previous projects. Which is pretty cool. So I believe it's Marbles and also Levy? Is that how the name is pronounced? Who've been doing artworks for things, which is pretty cool. So, hey. There you go. Martimus. You know what? Hand on heart. Did not think of that. Did not think of that as a pun. That is fantastic. I'm so sure it would be Hermes because Hermes is the god of thieves and mischief and messengers. Yeah, I mean, it fits the vibe, right? It fits my usual character type. It fits my usual sneaky nature, but also being a champion of somebody who's the goddess of the hunt. That also requires being sneaky, being stealthy, moving around, tracking, all of that sort of stuff. A load of people were convinced it was going to be Kronos because of the whole time thing with the live series. And it's like, they're completely separate production teams. Like, maybe if the live series was made by Owen and Apo, then maybe that could be a fun reference. But they're completely separate, like, you know, realms, if you will. You did say you were inspired by the Hades character when you played the other day. I was, yeah. So if you look at the design for Artemis Hades game, Artemis's design in both is sick, but particularly in Hades 2, I want to say, her design just gets way more exaggerated, which is where the horns have actually come from. Yeah, look, here you go. So yeah, this is obviously I just sort of sent through for art inspo what I was vibing with, but yeah, you can see like there's like the moon symbology, and you've got the horns as well, the antlers. But there you go. Cleo is right. We couldn't guess these. I know. I think it's a nice sign that it was not a conscious effort. It wasn't a group discussion to pick stuff that people wouldn't be expecting. We all just sort of went into it, and we all chose independently. We had no idea what the others had chosen or who had even chosen the gods. We could see a list in Discord, which was the taken gods, and that was all we had. So yeah. And then, as I mentioned, it's been basically 11 months now, bar like a week or so. It's been about 11 months that I've been going to the gym, and I was going to wait until the year mark to do almost like an update progress pick or something a bit more showy. But I was like, this feels like kind of like a good time. It feels like something fun and something a bit silly. So I thought it'd be cool to like try and like cosplay Champion of Artemis. So I literally got our like garden archery set earlier on today to hold a bow. And it's like the bow is like black and red. It's like completely the wrong shapes and everything. And then I literally got Robin's like bed sheet, and this bed sheet, bear in mind, is like white and gray, so I've had to color pick from my character art and then like draw it over the top and then do like a blending option on Photoshop to kind of make the thing green. But I just thought like it kind of just shows off the muscle I'm building and stuff at the minute. Some people kind of noticed it in my images from the football game at TwitchCon, but I just thought people have been talking about, don't know if I'm going to cosplay stuff from this SMP because of the way the creators have been talking about them, but I was like, I'll give it a go. Why not? So I managed to Photoshop in some of the elements from the original character art. I got the background and the foreground bits as well from the other bits, and I was like, that's quite fun. So I just sort of did it as a random as a random little demo. But yeah, who's going to cosplay your characters other than yourself? Maybe no one. We might as well have at least one. So there you go. There is me as champion of Artemis. Not hairy enough. I mean, do you want to see something funny? I did do a version where I grabbed the hair, like the crazy big flowing hair. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. I'll show you it in Photoshop. Where's the hair? I think it was that one, wasn't it? Yeah. If I just slightly twist and move the hair a teensy bit, I think I need to turn the horns off there and twist and turn it. So it's not perfect because I've not bothered to go through and do all the stuff, but you just see how absurd the hair is once you once it's actually on a real person. Like, I guess it's anime proportions versus none. Let me just quickly unmask this because this isn't lining up properly. Give me a second. There we go. We'll get rid of that. There's like a bit of a gap in the hair. Maybe if I squidge the image over that way a bit, that helps the illusion somewhat. Yeah, it kind of does. Okay, that works. And then if I do this here to tuck it into the ear. But you can just see, like, it doesn't work on a real life person. But I just tried to grab, like, the hair from the original image and copy it over. It just looks weird. I think especially the headband is just, like, so far off on the wrong angle. So it doesn't quite work. It doesn't quite work. It was good fun, though. It was silly. Look how many bloody Photoshop layers this is, chat. Look at it. I did that this afternoon, but yeah. So there you go. There it is. There is me as champion of Artemis. It's happening. There you go. Oh, wait. Am I connected to YouTube chat, by the way? Oh, wait. It's Cleo in chat as well. I saw that Apo was in chat as well. I think that's good, though. Oh, what? As in, it looks good with the hair. Or do you think without the hair? But yeah, and like to make it look a bit more like godly or whatever, I like lighten the hair so it's got a slightly more golden tint to it. I would love my hair to be that color in real life, to be fair. And then the eyes I did a bit of work to as well to make them super duper blue. Super duper blue, super duper shiny. But yeah. I mean, I don't know which one. Like, which one do we post on socials? Do I post the one with the hair, or do we just post the one without? So it's like between those two. And then I grabbed like the fluff off the bottom of the toga and popped it on the bottom of here as well. Without, in my opinion. Yeah, I was thinking without. What are the pronouns for Pan Martyn? Sorry to disappoint everybody. It's just a regular old he, him. Regular old he, him. I know. It's just me. But yeah. I'll tell you what, shall I do a quote tweet to the actual post? I've not done that yet. Where is it? Quote. Copy image. I'm coming up on a year of hitting the gym consistently. And this seemed like a funny idea for doing a progress picture. Champion of Artemis is ready. Flex. Give me a bow as well. Can you do a bow and arrow? Bam. Got it. I'll post both. I'll post the one with the silly hair and stuff like that in a moment. I can do that as a reply to this post. There you go. Nice. Can we talk about why Pyro's character looks so young? What trauma has bro been through? So we were discussing that actually in the call, and I'm under the impression that Pyro's character isn't younger. I think it's just that art style from that artist. Unless I'm mistaken, but I think Pyro did clarify to us that Pyro's character isn't necessarily younger. Budia. That was consensus. Yeah, I thought that was the case. But there you go. It's me. It's me. We're here. He's a full-grown adult according to Pyro. Okay, sick. Nice. At least that's confirmed somewhere. But there we are. Pantheon SMP begins on Sunday. Members only version of the episode is about an hour, 4 minutes. And the final version, probably not going to be tons shorter. I would guess no lower than maybe about 40, 45 minutes. I think what's nice is we're all coming in with new characters. We're all discovering the world for the first time. And everybody is just like drip feeding and peppering in little details or letting things slip about their characters' personality, backstory, origin, all that sort of stuff. So there's a lot of conversations that are quite low level in terms of like energy and momentum, but there's a lot of stuff that's quite pivotal that I think audiences would want to know. Does that make sense? So in the members only version, it has everything. And then in the YouTube cut, we'll cut out some of the other bits just to kind of bring it all together. How is the tweet already set? What? My tweet is censored? Is it? There's nothing out. There's an arm. There's no nipple on display. I'm confused. Am I getting censored on Twitter? Why is that then? There's no nip. Or is it a nipple on the Pantheon announcement image? Oh, the POW one got as well. Did it really? Does Apo know this? Let me see. Apo Kuna. Oh no, why am I searching Apo Kuna's page? Is it really? What the heck? What do we do there? Do we just like clone stamp out the nivers? I don't know. I guess the majority of people that are going to be on there are over 18 anyway. Too hot for Twitter. Yeah, clearly. We broke Twitter, Cleo. That's what we did. You need a nip cover sticker. Dude, do you realize how many pictures I took today to try and get the pose? The amount of times my nipple was out, I was like, I'm going to have to retake it. I have to retake it. The Martitties, yeah. Put a Pantheon sticker on it. The post disappeared. Have you deleted it, Apo, or no? First time man boob gets censored over woman boob. You got to wonder whether that's automated or whether that is someone has manually gone and reported that. You know what I mean? It's hard to tell. Because I thought that a moment ago when I was streaming, I was like, oh, I wonder if like Twitch will have a problem, but it's a character. Like Kratos has his nips out 100% of the time. You know what I mean? Cover it with the Martyn sticker. Well, I remember the last time that I did gym progress pictures on socials, I used this emote for it. Let me see if it'll work. Do we still have this emote? Yeah, we do. I just put that emote. I just put that emote over the top of both of the nips, which I thought was pretty funny. Give me an emote to use and I'll do another post. What have I got? I mean, wouldn't the easier thing be to get rid of the nip? Can't you just, like, on Photoshop, you can press J and you could just line over it? That would result in the same thing. Let me see how effective it is. Yeah, I think it's J. I think it'd be funnier to just be like, Twitter didn't like this. Yeah, true. Yeah, do the Frog emote. Do the Frog one, seeing as that's a Power SMP one. I think that's a funny idea. Let me, if you go to twitchemotes.com and type in the little word for channel name. And then you can do... Where's the Frog emote? Where is it? Is it point? There it is, found it. There you go. If I copy image address, I'll send it to you, Apo, so you've got it. There you go. That image should work for you. Pop a frog over it. Why not? When in doubt, frog it out. Holy moly. Does your Pantheon character have any specific pronouns? Just he, him. Just a dude. Just a dude. It's not common for me to play a character that's anything other than he, him, just because... I feel weird about doing it just because it hasn't been my life experience. You know what I mean? We sort of dipped toe in the water with Alistar and stuff like that. But generally, I just chill with he, him. He's just a man. There you go. So are we excited? In fact, I said that I hadn't seen anybody predict Artemis. Does anybody have proof that they predicted me as Artemis prior? I'd be intrigued to know. I mean, if my post got censored, I suppose should I get rid of mine as well? And I'll do a repost with the repost. I'll grab the Frog emote as well and I'll pop it in. Hold on. Copy image. Where is it? Pantheon cosplay. Because that's supposed to just be going through. Like it's supposed to be promoting it, isn't it? Why is that not working? Open in browser. Boop. Copy image. So funny. Jesus. All right. Let's go to here. Make it JPEG. There you go. Frog nip. Nice. Artemis choosing a man, she must have been desperate. Well, the way I'm seeing it is that why would Artemis choose to throw a girl or a woman into this environment? You know what I mean? She would rather throw a man to the wolves than anything else. You know what I mean? That to me makes sense. It doesn't make sense that she would choose somebody for a conflict. Valid, me too, girl. Yeah. Were there any other gods you were offered but didn't end up picking? I mean, of course, like everybody assumed, I was intrigued by Hermes, for sure. What other gods were there? There was like a whole PDF we got sent initially, which had like a list of a few examples. But I'm trying to think of what other ones there were. I don't think there were a ton that really stood out to me. I think Hermes felt really... Hermes felt really... like stand out to me just because I'd just done Dungeon Delivery as well. I'm just going to recopy my caption, by the way. I'll delete this post. Hold up. Delete. Right, Apo, can you let me know when the new post is up? Let's see. Thrown to the wolves, but this little wolf would be the monster. I mean, who knows? What I can tell you is when we filmed yesterday, I went in with no idea of who or what my character was. Like I said would be the case. And literally within the first 15 minutes, not even, I had very much in the moment developed my backstory, which I hadn't even shared with other people that I was interacting with around. But their perception of me initially molded the direction that I wanted my character to have. The one thing that I do have is I have my character's core drive and goal, but I wasn't sure how to direct that or where the origin point of that was. But then very quickly interacting with other characters made me understand how I was perceived and what my demeanor should and could be throughout, which is pretty cool. Artemis did hunt with... Oh, wait, why won't that let me go back up? Did hunt with male hunters from what I remember. Yeah, so yeah, hunted with Orion and subsequently accidentally killed Orion, unfortunately. So basically, Artemis's brother was jealous that Artemis had a guy friend and basically was like, I bet you can't hit that thing right on the horizon. So looking over the ocean, like, I bet you can't hit that little speck on the horizon. And Artemis was like, of course I fucking can. So Artemis just fucking sends the arrow off, flies over, bops the thing, and then Orion washes ashore. And Orion was a giant as well. So she accidentally killed her best mate. And as a means of apologizing and, you know, sort of, you know, honoring him, she then made the constellations. So you've got the Orion constellation, you've got Orion's belt, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that's the thing. I can now talk to you about Artemis. You can teach me more about Artemis if I don't know any. I've not been able to actually say, like, this is the god I've been researching and, like, trying to help fact check with chat. But yeah. But you can finally, like, info dump on me somewhat. I just realized my ring isn't on. I've not had my ring on since the gym earlier. Let me put that on. Apollo and Artemis have such a funny relationship in mythology. So somebody had asked about that a minute ago, whether I've spoken to the person who's Apollo. Is Apollo in Pantheon? Because I know we had the announcement of which gods are in it. Is Apollo one of them? Oops. Oh, Apollo is in it. Oh, I should probably have a little think about that. But the thing is that it doesn't necessarily matter what relationships the gods have with one another. We are in there as champions. We don't have the same loyalties or emotional ties as the gods do. I don't think there's a crazy amount of top-down influence in that regard. Oh, is that the new Twitter post? Nice. All right. Let's see if that one works. Oops. Thank you, Frog, for keeping things modest. There we go. Boo, 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 boo. Right, that one's there. Got it. Thank you, Frog, for keeping things modest. Boom. Oh, I've not actually posted the picture. Give me a second. Stream 2026. Frog nip. I mean, maybe I shouldn't upload an image to Twitter that has the word nip in it. I feel like that alone will get me the image gated. I'll try again. Where is it? Frog. I'm just gonna call the image Frog. Frog. Bam. Got it. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, all I'm saying is, chat, when do we do the Pantheon calendar? When do we do it? When do we do the Pantheon calendar? The 2027 calendar? When does it happen? Right. Can you guys check whether that one makes it through? Oh my god. Look at that. Look at that design. That design for Pearl. Did you know that Pearl designed the outfit for her character, by the way? She was talking about that in the call last night. Yeah, I went through and designed clothing for my Pantheon character and landed on what is shown after quite a few iterations. And then Marble Groves kind of brought it all to life. But look at this. Look at that. So sick. So sick. And also, yeah, Pearl has mentioned that that her POV is going to be one big movie rather than weekly. But she's still trying to decide on whether to fully commit to that or not. But we'll see. Can Pearl just stop being good at everything? Yeah, Pearl's nuts. Pearl is a very talented lady. Artwork, building, just like witty, lovely person, cracked at games, is all of it. It's all of it. Someone's already quote retweeted my Froged one saying, "Get Frog out of here. The fans want the titties. /silly /lighthearted." Ah, silly. For legal purposes, who did you not interact with a whole lot? I want to get a full scope of the story when I watch. Oh God, I don't know. Who didn't I interact with very much? Because there's like a core bubble of people that I interacted with at the beginning, and then there was a bubble in the middle. There was two comings together of the whole group, or most of the group, but then I was kind of by myself for the rest of it. So I was never really... I think it was relatively equal share, to be fair. I'm trying to think who was like least crossover with. I had like a one-on-one with Abolish. Slight one-on-one with like Pyro as well. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really think of who I didn't speak to. Yeah, that's true actually, Appa. I didn't catch you very much. I think I caught you in the second wave of people. And then yeah, I guess that was it actually for the rest of it. Yeah, probably Appa actually. People are in ad jail. I mean, if people want to get out of ad jail, you can subscribe to the channel. That would help me out tremendously. It supports everything we do here. Helps the streams tick along. Helps me feed myself and my family. It buys the protein that builds muscle. That's what it does, chat. It pays for the protein that makes this all work and makes it all happen. But crazy. But there you go. I don't think I've ever cosplayed one of my characters, and here we are. I think I probably cosplayed like regular old me. At one point, like, you know, like green t-shirt, blue trousers or whatever at one point. Pay for Martyn to buy a massive wig. We could do. Oh, I guess I somewhat cosplayed Harry. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, I suppose I cosplayed Harry for the introduction video. I need to speak to you more next week. Yeah. To be fair, though, me and Cleo had a moment or two. And I think already we've kind of got there's an in-character respect for one another. Which is cool. And I'm interested to see how that thread develops. There's also stuff that happened in the first episode where I thought I was getting on well with people. And things have soured quickly. Yeah, we have an understanding, yeah. Which I think in an environment where, you know, we're clashing for the ages, having an understanding is a pretty good footing to be on with somebody. It's certainly better than I'm on with a lot of other people. I'll tell you that much. Very much so. Lol, the Frog censorship. Oh, it's because apparently you got age-gated the other one. I love your design, Martyn. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I don't know if Cherry's about right now. I don't know if Cherry's around. It's showing as her being offline. Yeah, I can see the character art. Bear in mind, Cherry sent me this at 4:47 a.m. Cherry sent me the kind of the character concept. So there is a singular image of the character top to bottom. And then I think it was a day later. Yeah, the next day at then like 3 a.m. for me, she then sends me a thing which is the full character of me again. One of me doing a serious face straight to the camera. One of me sleeping. And then one of me like just feral, like eating like a cartoon chunk of meat in the middle of like some bushes and brambles. It just came to her. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But at least she's got it locked in on the vibe that she wants to go with for the thumbnails, which is good. So there you are. And also Cherry's done the skin too. And I may have had a little extra thing made by Hoffen. And speaking of, I actually probably need to message Hoffen about whether maybe I can have a second little thing. But one of them is already in and ready. The other one, I need to probably inquire about. But Hoffen was responsible for bringing Frog to life properly in Bannerfall. And they make a bunch of stuff for Hermitcraft. Like, they are cracked. Can we peek the skin? I mean, I don't mind personally. I know that yesterday, because we didn't want skins to get leaked ahead of it, because some people weren't announced yet and stuff like that. Like, basically, we decided, like, oh, no, we'll use one of those things where it, like, puts the skin on server side. But, like, I'm fine to show the skin, right? It's my skin. It's my character. My character's announced. My god is named. So a Minecraft skin is just a pixely version of this. I reckon I just do it, right? I'll tell you what, let me open the skin in Blockbench, because then I can give you a proper 360 of it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Let me just clear out some spoilers in there. There we go. As long as you're announced, go for it. Sick. All right, yeah, I'll do it. Where is it? Where have I actually got it saved to? Is it in skins or is it in Pantheon? Just checking my folders. Hold on. Pantheon. No. Pantheon. There's the skin. Got it. Minecraft skin. Bam. Cherry absolutely cooked with this skin. Are you ready for it? Here is Champion of Artemis. It's pretty much what you expect, because obviously you've seen the character art and stuff. But it's really good. Really, really good. Cherry is so good at using the additional skin layers and stuff. And it's never overdone either, by the way. Because look, it's only used on, like, the initial fringe on the head and stuff like that. But they're not even boots. Somebody mentioned boots a second ago, but they're not boots. I guess they're just, like, leg warmers. They're leg warmers, but there you go. There's even, like, I think that's supposed to be, like, a little scar, which is nice. Is the armpit hair included? You know what? If it's not, I should probably add it in. Let's have a look. I mean, it's not armpit hair. There's an armpit represented. I guess if you wanted to do that, you do that kind of thing, right? Wouldn't you? You do a little bit of that. I'm gonna undo that. That doesn't need to be on there. But there you go. Got it. All three of them. Hold on a minute. I'm so mindful that I'm going to end up spoiling something by accident. Let me just make sure all my windows are Gucci. Right, hold on. Right, so announcement image over here. I want to have them all on screen at the same time so you can see everything in unison. Gosh, I probably need to go blow my nose, actually. My nose is stuffy. And drag this over to here. Whoops. Drag that over to there. Can I collapse these windows in Blockbench? I can somewhat. Okay, good. Oh, I can just do it entirely. Nice. All right, there you go. I tell you what, I'm going to leave you with this screen just for a moment. I'm just going to go blow my nose, and I'll be back with you in 2 ticks. All right? I'll even turn the camera off for a second. Well, the tweet got censored again. No way. Did it really? That's bonkers to me. Because clearly, I'm not the issue, clearly. It's clearly the artwork, because the other one is going. Right, let me just go blow my nose. I'll be 2 seconds. If I do cam off. There you go. Nice. Right, 2 secs. Ah, there we go. Hello, I'm back. Right, where is it? Cam top. Oh, there we go. And we probably still have another announcement image, right? We probably still got another announcement to come in the next few minutes. Let's have a nosy. It's so funny. I can just see May Maters has just replied the word hot. Same capitalization, same everything, just mere minutes later. That's funny. I suppose with that one, we maybe just got to leave it as it is. I feel like everybody will be funneling into the POW Creations thing over the next few days anyway. So, like, I think we don't even worry about stuff getting censored. I think the vast majority of our audience is over 18 anyway. So, like, it'll be fine. And if it's not, it adds to the mystery and they'll find out on Sunday. That's what'll happen. But yeah. Oh, okay, so it's been slightly delayed. Just saw the announcement. I was not expecting Artemis to have a male champion. It makes sense when you think about it, though. I was saying a moment ago that it makes sense because why would Artemis choose to send an innocent woman or girl into this scenario? Because it's not a pleasant place to be sent. She protects them. She wouldn't subject one of them to something like this. She will happily throw a man to the wolves. Cry until she went, yeah, dude, go fight. Exactly. She just sent him off. Sent him off. No worries. Let the men kill each other. Then play it out from there. But there you go. Right, we're going to sit tight. We're going to wait for the next Pantheon announcement. And then we can play a little something. But we can just have a chinwag for now. Does Pantheon SMP have an official site to read up on the lore bits? A bit lost right now. It doesn't, no. Literally all you know is what is on the official Pantheon SMP Twitter page, I suppose. There'll probably be other little bits and pieces flitting around on socials where, like, I don't know, where Lagundo and Apo were talking on stream yesterday, or various creators are talking about their characters from their perspectives. But you'll see everything when episode 1 releases. You're not by any means behind. We're only in, like, the character reveal and announcement phase at the moment, so you've not missed anything. Did you answer why you went for her? Well, Hermes was taken, so I was like, oh, okay. And then I was just looking around for characters that fit my SMP style specifically. In SMPs, I'm always the one that is, like, lurking in the shadows, gathering information, catching people off guard, making them jump, and that all felt very indicative of hunting. And then when I played Hades 1 as, like, a little bit of a primer and just to kind of get a sense of, like, you know, the gods and the names and the faces and the places, that's when it then clicked. And I was like, oh, yeah, you know what? I might go for that. And I wasn't dissuaded by the fact that, you know, she was goddess of you know, fertility and childbirth and all that sort of stuff. None of that truly really matters to me. Like, for me, it's just who fits my play style, who would be fun, and Artemis fit the bill. Like, I'm not deeping this, you know, like some people have been initially on socials, a few people. It's like, I'm not here to be a history teacher. I'm here just to basically play Smite, but in Minecraft. You know what I mean? We go in, we have these things that we're champions of, and we're just going to do a few silly things and have a little death match. You know what I mean? So I'm going for vibes and, you know, versatility, I suppose, of character. But there you go. I'm definitely going to spread crazy rumors about things Pantheon Martyn uses his hair for. It's so much hair, dude, isn't it? Like, like a lot. Deadass thought Artemis was a man until now. Well, there you go. I mean, I'm not being a teacher, but you learned a little something. You learned a little something. You got it. So yeah, this nuts. It's all very exciting. I am, like, really quite well ahead of on all my stuff as well. So, Pantheon SMP episode 1 we filmed last night. I am, like, genuinely 90% done with the episode already. So it is an hour and 4 minutes, and I think I only need to soundtrack the last maybe 10 minutes of it, which will probably be about 2 songs, I think. And then there's 1 song that I need to pop in an earlier slot. But in terms of, like, overlays, visuals, and sound effects and stuff, I've been doing those as I've gone. So it's basically, like, already ready to go, which is awesome. Are you going to be using flashback or doing any fancy edits for it, or just straight POV? So for this episode, it's actually been straight POV. I might play around with some flashback stuff. I'm just not very good with it, is the issue. Like, I'm nowhere near like an abolish regret level. Like, holy moly. He is very good with it. But I genuinely don't have the time between this and Secret SMP to do something as intensive as what Abolish does. I would like to do it at some point because I think it's a really cool way of storytelling. But yeah, please, any flashback stuff is greatly appreciated. I mean, I will probably do a few establishing shots here and there because the world of Pantheon, oh my God. I've genuinely, and I'm not saying this to exaggerate, I've genuinely never played in a map or a landscape like Pantheon. Like, it is truly really, really awe-inspiring. It is stunning. Like, I was actually jaw-dropped when I crested one of the hills or went around the corner and saw the landscape in front of me. I was really impressed. The shader pack they've chosen and the tweaks they've made to it just gives it just beautiful saturation and vibrancy that I just like, because I don't enjoy shaders really much at all. That atmospherics mod that I've been playing around with recently, that's kind of my level. It's a little bit more saturated, has a bit more of a pop on top of, you know, vanilla Minecraft. But going beyond that, like when it looks like Catherine or Lizzie's videos, I just can't do it. It just always looks so overexposed and like almost like a bit like blinding and wishy-washy. I just can't do it. But for Pantheon, they have gone right on the sweet spot. Right on the sweet spot. But yeah. It's pretty cool. Did somebody say that Assassin's Creed Odyssey is on Game Pass? Part of me almost wants to download that and play it while we're talking all this stuff. It would probably take ages to download. Let's have a look. What's it called? Black. Oh wait, there's a. Oh, no, that's a pirate theme thing. I gotta get my head out. Get my head out of the pirate pit. Black Flag. Let's have a look. Black Flag Resynced. Here we go. Included in Game Pass? Yay, nay? Oh, it's not. Fine. That's okay. It's a beast of a game. Will take a while. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I could play some Hades while we wait for the next announcement. That makes sense, right? We do a little bit of Hades for a moment. And then we'll probably move over to some Minecraft once the second announcement is out. Let's do it. Let's dabble in Hades. Ooh, Hades 1. Why not? We'll play some Hades while we wait for a moment. I'll tell you what I will do. I will get an image of my character. Where is it? Let me open up the skin. Oh, the new announcement's out now. Oh, okay. Sure. Well, let's go see it then. Our creations. Sorry, bye, Hades. You're not going to get any screen time today. Let's see. There it is. Oh, my God. Say hello to Lagundo's character. The champion of Big Zeusy, baby. Legs is Zeus. Oh, my God. Legs' character is maybe my favorite one so far. I think you're going to have a good time watching his POV. He matches my vibe, I think, in a lot of ways. So I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of one another as the series goes on. Let's see if this post gets done for Nips, by the way. I'm intrigued to know about that. How long till May Mazer's comments hot on it? Let's wait and see. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. It says there are 16 comments, but I don't see them. Is it because it's been gated already or something? And then Mythical J Sausage, the man who took Hermes from me. The bugger. Look at that blade, dude. The blade, the winged, like, crest symbol thing. Man. What's funny to us, by the way, we spoke about this, is that Sausage is the one that's constantly making the inappropriate jokes and always like making everything into an innuendo. He is the most covered up character, I think, out of most of Pantheon SMP. Like, how has he not got nip out? That's what I want to know. What decision making happened there where he didn't get any nip out? Who said he looks like Odysseus? I can see it. Yeah, I can see that he looks like Odysseus. How is Sausage not showing nip? Doesn't make sense to me. I think he needs to commission alternative artwork where they have that. How do I see the replies? There's quotes. Hot, angry, topless tattoos. Right up my alley. I've got an important message for you. I'm the champion of Hermes. Astonished that Sausage is more clothed character than we've have so far. That's funny. Nice. Yep, still gay. Very good. A few people had guessed Sausage to be Hermes. Change the message settings to recent and it will show you. Oh, I see. Yeah. Sick. Ah, okay, cool. There you go. There's my mazes. We knew she'd be there. And is that it for today's announcements, Apo? Is that everybody for today? Was it just the two of them? I'm assuming it was. And 4 more tomorrow. And is that it? Is that everyone? Because I guess it's been 4 a day. Oh yeah, I guess the cast is 12. Yeah. Empire Season 2 mentioned. Wait, what? Where was Empire Season 2 mentioned? Oh, Joel and Sausage's child being Hermes is a reference that... you know what? That is actually the tiniest bit of lore that I do know from Empires. That's really funny. That's really fun. Oh, you know he's going to be 4th wall breaking constantly with all that sort of stuff. Who are we still waiting to get revealed? We are waiting on... So, I mean, let's go through them all because I've not actually looked at them all on stream properly just yet. So, yesterday we had Apo, who is going to be the champion of Morpheus, who admittedly, I know nothing about Morpheus. I don't even know what their, like, topic is. You know, what are they the god of? I know Nyx is to do with, like, darkness. We've got Scott, Drift, Abolish, and Shelby left. Nice. So, yeah, so we had Apo and Pearl. We had Kronos, again, one that a lot of people guessed for me, is being played by Owen. And then Pyro is the champion of Athena. I know Athena is like strategy and combat and a lot of other things. Kronos, I don't know much about. I know that Kronos is like quite a high up one, like quite an early god, right? Did Kronos kill their dad? Am I remembering that correctly? Or was it Kronos who was killed? I'm trying to remember who it was who, like, chopped their dad's genitals off and then lobbed them into the sea. I feel like that was Kronos. Oh, Cronus killed his dad. Okay, different guy then. Completely different one. Yeah. And then today we've had myself and Zombie Cleo revealed to be the champion of Artemis and the champion of Pan. I don't actually know what the god Pan does. Is it all to do with like celebration, music, good times and stuff? Oh, the god of the wild. I guess that makes sense as a pairing then. A hunter and somebody who thrives in the wilderness, and then somebody who is the god or goddess of the wilderness makes sense. Is Pan a god or a goddess? Because that's the thing. The names I don't know. I don't know whether Nyx is. I don't know. I assume Athena is usually referred to as she, her. Oh, so Pan is a god. Okay. And then today we've also had Lagundo as Zeus, or as Zeus's champion. And then Mythical J Sausage as Hermes. So I guess which gods do we have left for tomorrow? Because I still need to figure out who is playing Apollo, because I don't actually know. Because you guys are telling me I need to touch base with Apollo's champion. So we've got Scott, Shelby, Abolish, and Drift. And then the ones we've got left are Tyche, Aeolus, Apollo, and Hephaestus. So Aeolus is wind. And I actually don't know what the other three do. What do the other three do? Just don't take more than your fair share hunting, and I'm sure Pan won't send Cleo after you. I have been quite a good boy in episode 1. I was purposely being a vegetarian and warning others to not slay animals that I just lay before them. Granted, it's a unique circumstance that we find ourselves in, but in character, I was actually saying that we should be chill. And everybody was like, nah, if it's here, then it was put here for me. And I was like, okay, bro. Okay. If that's what you want to, if that's what you want to do, if that's what you're saying, then feel free. Drift feels like an Aeolus. So, oh, of course, Apollo's the sun. Okay, yeah, Apollo the sun, medicine and arts. Hephaestus is the god of the forge. Wait, hold on. Also the god of volcanoes and was the blacksmith of the gods. Okay. Also, something else we were made aware of, which I didn't know, because even in the Odyssey movie, they constantly bark on about Zeus's law. What was the word for it? There was a word for it. There was a word that is... that's it, Xenia. 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 Is it Xenia or Xenia? Like, is it like Zendaya? Or is it Xenia, as in like Xena the warrior princess? Nolan's Zeus lore is half made up, by the way. Yeah, and that's the thing. We got told about that. Which was good. And then we've been using that Theoe website to pull it all together. But yeah. Damn. Wow. It's coming up to 5 o'clock. Shall we do some Minecraft? Shall we do a little bit of Minecraft? We can do some more building. Because admittedly, I didn't build as much as I would like to have done in episode 1 of Pantheon. I think there was just so much going on that I just kind of got busy, honestly. I think all of us, by the end of episode 1, were kind of saying that we wish we'd built more. But there's just so many conversations and so many interactions to have and stuff like that, that it was just... It was tricky. Build with Artemis style in mind. Well, okay, I'll tell you what. One thing that I did build... And I don't know, maybe I do like it. I did build a statue, but I'm not 100% convinced whether I like it or not. I guess you'll see it in the episode, and maybe we can fix it by episode 2, maybe. The problem is the episode comes out on Sunday, and because I'm going on holiday, we're doing a double recording. So episodes 2 and 3 are going to be filmed one day and the next day. So we're filming 2 in 1 week, so that we can get ahead and be covered for my absence. So I don't know if I'd even be able to fix that statue, you know, with having time on stream with you guys up until then. Maybe what I could do is maybe I can look at... Do I have screenshots of it? I could try and tidy it up a bit. I mean, I've been using very minimal block palette for it. I've literally just used, like, stairs and slabs in order to create it. Let me load up an instance of Minecraft, and then we can have a little play around. Was it this one? I want to say it was this build. TLDR, if you visit someone, they should be kind to you, and in return, you should be kind to them. Never know if the visitor or the host is a god or not. Yes, yeah. It's about mutual respect and looking after one another, isn't it? Which, honestly, not a terrible rule. Kind of wish we had that nowadays as well. What version is the SMP on? It is on. It is on, it is on, it is on. Where is it? So I was surprised by this. I thought it was going to be 26.1. Turns out we got it up to 26.1.2 in the end, which was a lovely surprise. Oh, this is not the right world. This is the world for the secret SMP. So I need to find which build I did it in. Maybe it was on my thumbnail build. Or I could just make a new one. Maybe we'll do that. So it must be in here. Open folder. Saves. Pantheon. Right, I've got a folder there called Pantheon. If I maybe make a new instance, I'll call this Pantheon building. What's nice as well is I can finally put Pantheon on like the launcher icon. So it's 26.1.2. Bam. Let me create that real quick. Although I don't know if I made that a fabric instance or not. I'm aware that Artemis has other male champions in mythology. Not very many, but I'm still very interested to see what your characters is more to that. If you come in and start raiding, you cannot declare Xenia afterwards, and if you act badly, the host can throw you out or kill you. That makes sense. Right, did I make this fabric or no? It is fabric. Okay, cool. Give me 2 seconds. Let me install Fabric API, shaders. Let me get controlling, or whatever it's called. We'll get logical zoom. Let's get axiom for building purposes. What else can I grab? Oh, atmospherics as well, because I do like atmospherics. And then is there anything else that I need for like a building one? I don't think I do, right? No, that should be fine. Right, if I open this and then the saves folder, I'm going to paste my Pantheon world, and hopefully I can then do some build practice for it. Maybe we'll try and make a better version of this statue. I'm going to see if I can actually pull up my footage to somewhat recreate the statue. Oh my god, I've got so much stuff up here. Let me move the music over to there. There you go. I'm well aware that I've had the same music on for like the last God knows how long, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Let me just quickly do my settings. Bam. Keybinds. We do. Yeah, cool. Toggle perspective can be on there. That should be all good. Oh, actually, the last thing I need is numbers 1 through 9 on there and there. Got it. Sprint toggle. Video settings. GUI. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I think that should be everything I need. Yeah, let me see if I can get a screenshot of my statue. Wait, there is music YouTube can't hear. Really? Why would that be? You should be able to hear the music on YouTube. I'm sending out... I mean, if you can hear me, you should be able to hear the music. Right, let me see. I'm going to mute all these tracks so I don't accidentally leak something here. Where is the statue I made? Where is it? There it is. See if I can get a side shot of this thing. Okay, yeah, there it is. I got one. Oops. Wait, what? There we go. I think that's mostly it. Don't know if I need a shot from the other side. I could probably use this as a starting point to remind myself what I made. This was probably my poorest decision in episode 1, was trying to design this and make it in episode. This should absolutely have been a thing that I made earlier, but I just didn't. Right. We turn off Minecraft music. Single player. Let's see if we can launch up this Pantheon world, see if it copies through. All right. Move you to there. Nope, it crashed immediately. Fantastic. Love that for me. Give it a second. Modrinth, Pantheon building, play. Should work fine. We can always just create a new world if it's not going to be happy importing this other world. Let me see, where is it? I haven't actually looked at the comments yet on the original post. Let's have a look. They censored my man for what? For being too hot, says Cherry. Oh my god, I'm Pan too. Jaws Unleashed. I know that name. Oh, you know what? I think Jaw is the one that Cherry was telling me about. Apparently they're like our cam, somewhat. Where is it? Let me get the gameplay in. Minecraft. Bam, got it. Let's go to there. What are some of the... I'm just looking at the other ones. Frogger ruining the view. Don't cover him up, I'm gonna cry. I'm so happy with these designs. Cleo and Martyn on Pantheon is going to be chaotic. Boobs SMP. Some of the fucking quotes are so funny. Bro got censored, says Shep. God, there's all sorts going on. Like clipping an angel's wings. That's funny. Nice. All right. Yeah, let me see if this world will load up. If this crashes again, I'll just leave it. Because it may just crash again. Yeah, it's just going to crash each time. I will make a fresh world then. Right. I've had enough of the Pantheon music. You know what I might put on? I might put on the playlist that Abolish has made. So Abolish made a playlist for us, which is... I've just like music that we can use in our episodes, which is super duper helpful. It varies in its styles and like moods. But we can pop some of that on for a minute. Close that bad boy. You to there. Single player. All right, let's delete you then. Let's just do Pantheon test builds. Pantheon test builds. Bam, got it. All right. Cherry posted some art. Oh, really? Sick. Okay, wait, hold on. It's probably the artwork that I was mentioning, but I wanted to let Cherry have the scoop on it. Why is this crashing? What's going on here? What mod could be causing that? There seems to be a double sodium going on at the minute, which I don't know what that's about. Let me strip away... What can I get rid of? Let's get rid of controlling. Let's get rid of... searchables as well, I guess. Let's get rid of shaders there. Right, let's try launching it again. I don't know why it's crashing. Let's have a look. Yeah, here they are. Got it. This is what Cherry had designed. This is what Cherry sent to me initially. Let me turn my camera off for a second. Cam off. So this is what Cherry sent me on the second evening. So the first evening, Cherry sent me the picture on the left-hand side. And then the second evening, Cherry sent me the 3 on the right-hand side. So that'll give you a bit of an idea of what to be looking out for the thumbnails. That's how you'll be able to tell it's me. He looks cozy. He does, right? Even though he's barely draped in stuff. I do also quite like there's like a little smiley face there on this little like... I don't know, what would you call it? Like a charm or what? He looks feral. Hey, can you be cozy and feral at the same time? I suppose you probably can. Right, let's try and make a world again. Ready? Panthy. Regular or creative world. Nothing crazy in the way of mods. You should work. It worked. Okay, good. Must have been a conflict with the other stuff. All right, got it. I don't know if it was atmospherics clashing with shaders or something. I'm not sure. Time set noon. Cool. All right. Let's go ahead and build over here then. This is actually a really sick landscape. What the hell? I swear you always get the best seeds when you don't need them. You know what I mean? Oops. Right. Here we go. So what I'm telling you is I built a statue in the first episode of Pantheon and don't know if I'm super into it, but I will try and, you know, make it better potentially. Oops, there we go. Right. Time set noon. Game rule, advanced time, false. There we go. Nice. All right. So it was a very simple kind of palette that I had. It was literally just these 3, and there was like a cobble base for it, and it was something like this, something like that, and then Something like this. Swear it was like that, and then it was this. Nice. Then just that. Like, it was literally as basic can be. And then this is where we get into the fun part. So I'm going to try and recreate this as it looks in my screenshot that I've just taken and see how this plays out. So I think it's like that and that. I want to say it's then that. Yeah, then a block. Actually, it might be 2 slabs looking at it. It's really hard to tell because it borders on itself as well. I guess what I could do actually is doing this. I should... Oh, no, because they are different heights as well. Bugger. I can't wait to make Pantheon edits. Dude, I'm so excited about that because obviously that's a whole new world to me. All of that stuff is like brand new to me. I don't think that's a good enough angle of it. You know what? This is fine. For now, I'll just let this be. Okay, so boop, boop. So I'm pretty sure it's like that, and it has a central body that goes up through the middle. Have you shown the MC skin? I have. I mean, I should just put it on, right? Should I do that real quick? Hold on. Let me upload the skin real quick. Modrinth. Because the skin's now public. That's what I should do. Pantheon SMP, skin, no cape, add skin. Apply. I guess I would have to probably relaunch the client in single player to make that work. Also, while I'm on this screen, I'm going to see if I can get a better angle of the statue. For some reason, my instance for Pantheon is not working. So I'm almost tempted to... How do I delete instance? There you go. Oh, no, I need my data from it, though. Wait, hold on. Did I take any screenshots? I did. Hold on. Let me just very quickly make a backup folder. Or actually, can I just get the instance again? Hold on. Where is it? I never know which channel in the Discord stuff is in. I would assume it's in the assets folder. If it's the build. It is. Okay. Give me a second. Accept invite. Open Modrinth. Would it make a separate instance for me? It doesn't seem to want to do that. Damn it. Give me a second. I just basically need to get my... Basically, just grab my screenshots. Oh, there's the music from the Pantheon reveal. That's funny. Pantheon backup. Paste that. And also copy the options TXT. And also copy the flashback replays. Right, I've got a copy of all of those. We'll just try this again. Because if I can load up the flashback, I can actually get a better angle of everything. Open with Modrinth. Install anyway. Install anyway. Let's see if that will work. I just need to be able to launch the client to get onto it. Martyn taking on the period cramp like the champion of Artemis he is, for real, for real. What the fuck? I thought the whole period cramp thing was localized just to Tumblr. I thought that was a Tumblr inbox meme. You can't bring that into the main timeline. What's wrong with you? Who the hell are you? Who do you think you are to be doing that? Huh? Know your place, mortal. Did we get pronouns? Yeah, pronouns just he, him. An update is available. I'm going to ignore that update for a moment. And I'm just going to open the folder and just drop my backup stuff back in. Pantheon backup. Screenshots, copy. Screenshots. And then I'm going to grab these two. Flashback. Actually, is the folder called that? Maybe if I launch the mod once. Oh, the pack once it'll do it. You could go the route of being raised by an all-female cult of Artemis. No, that's the thing. I don't have to make my character work with any pre-existent mythologies. I can just be a dude who was unfortunately picked for this task and has been seen as a bit of a throwaway. You know what I mean? That can be the extent of it. And I'm given some, you know, boons or blessings, whatever you want to say, and that can be it. It doesn't need to be that. Doesn't need to be any deeper than that.
Press enter to enable the narrator.
Press enter to enable the narrator. Right. Redo that. Now do we have all the folders? Does it not actually create a flashback folder app by default? Are you kidding me? What's the folder? Is it just flashback? It's flashback replays and then the zip files. Okay, I can do that. So it is flashback replays, and then the zip files go in there. Cool. And I'm just going to copy the options txt, and I should be good to go. Sorry about this, everybody. I'm just trying to get a visible shot of the deer. I won't be showing you the world or anything on the flashback. I'm going to be getting very specific angles, or I'm just going to have them off camera to the right hand, to the left hand side here. I think is the plan with it. Oh, that's playing on the game launcher. I was like, how is the music playing? I just turned it off. This one here. People are going to be desperately looking in the reflection of my glasses now to see stuff. Right, let me see what I got here. Oh, okay, this is so much better. I can actually see what's going on here now. In fact, can you... Is there a thing where in flashback you can grab something like Matica, or is that not a thing? Because that would genuinely be like mega helpful. Where's the music that I liked, by the way? Is it this one? No, which one was it? I mean, that music's actually pretty cool. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to take a bunch of screenshots. Bam. And bam. And on the underside, take screenshots there. This should be... Okay, that should be everything that I need in order to do this. I know you can't see any of this. But if I now open up screenshots, then I should be all good and ready to rock and roll. Now let's launch up the building client, and then we'll go from there. Very messy process. Luckily, I built this way up high, so the only thing you're really seeing is like the sky. Single player Pantheon. There you go. Right, we'll be back on Minecraft in about 5 seconds, chat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there you are. You are back, dude. You are back. I'm just going to grab these screenshots and drag them into the right place. Where is it? Screenshots. There we are. Photoshop. Where is it? Come on, Photoshop. Photoshop, please. All right, got it. Okay, cool. I can now see my statue. So I'm going to try and recreate it as best I can. The thing is I tried to do it so it had like varying legs. So this is going to be an interesting one. So it was actually this, then this. Then it was this, then this. I was using the techniques from the other building that we did to kind of make this, to make the slower stacking thing, which I thought was going to be applied in buildings, but it turns out I was able to use it for statue work as well, which is kind of cool. Let me make Minecraft full screen so you've not got your black bars, chat. There you go. All right, sweet. One last thing. Twitch.tv InTheLittleWood. All right, we got it. Okay, cool. So this is what the statue looks like currently. Now I have upside down stairs here by the looks of it. So if I go like that. Is that right? So I've got stair. Oh, that foot is actually the other way around for some reason. I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to do it as it was. So that goes to there. I think that's actually a slab on top of there. Then it goes like that. Then it goes like that, meaning that that stair there can actually go like this. Like so. Is that right? Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. So you got that there. Now I need another angle of that front leg. Please tell me I've got what I need. Fuck me. I don't know if I do. We'll do some guesswork. And I think it's 1, 2. No, in fact, it's 1, then 2. Then that. Okay. Then it was, I think then just the stair under there, maybe? You sort of see the motion it's going for. I already feel as though I want to change that to that, but I guess we'll see. I'll make it as it is now, and then we'll figure out the rest from there. All right, so then we start here. Start with that like that. We've got one fence, which is acting as like a silly little tail. There we go, nice. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So hold on, so it's tail up, tail level, new level, that one, another level, then another level. And in fact, I actually think that's then a upward stair there like that. Then we have a block on top. Then I need a picture of the face. Did I grab one of those? Are you kidding me? I didn't grab a picture of the face. Am I stupid? Bloody hell. I think I can kind of make out the face still, though. So I think the face was... The face had a full block on it, which was on the layer above here. I think it was like that. And then a button. Some sort of animal. Yeah, this is supposed to be a deer. But we'll see how it looks. The antlers make a big difference to it. I'm just trying to remember some of this based on like repeat vibe. Which I think is all good there. I think actually that could be like that. I might even be tempted to put a shelf in here. A shelf is not what I used before, but I think it actually sits quite well there. So that is stair there, level, and then upside down stair. We'll stick with what I already had. And then I think the other side was slightly different. So if I go around to the other side of the image. Okay, so the other side looks like this. So the other side is that to there. That is then the double slab situation going up to there. I think it then is trying to catch up constantly. Does it start lower? Oops. There you go. Got it. Got that there. Oh, you know what? It might start lower. Yeah, it does. And then it's 1, 2, 1, 2. So then it's always beneath like the main body of the body, if that makes sense. How many does it go up by? So it goes up by 2 blocks. So you got leg 1, 2, then 1 slab, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, maybe that's incorrect. Is it something like that? That doesn't look right. It's something like that. There you go. And then how did I do the rest? I swear it looks worse than I remember it looking. I'm looking at a screenshot here, and it doesn't look as bad as it's looking in this creative world. Okay, so it's up, 2, 3, then 1, 2, Then there. And there. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just copy this antler across. So I think that's how it looks initially. Oh, I tell you what I also have. I have oak trap doors as well on this part of it. I think there and there I put oak trap doors as a little differential. Just can't recall if there was anything else that I did to it. I think that was it. Wait, the antlers are so cool. Yeah, so originally I had tried quartz stairs. But it made it look more like a reindeer, which wasn't the desired effect. Like if I grab them here and quickly move them over. I had originally tried to go 1, 2, 3. I think I literally just did 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I did that, and then maybe I also did slabs as well. I did like a double slab situation and did like that, but it makes it look like a moose. And I think wood, like I settled on wood in the end, and I was like, I quite like that. But they're not symmetrical though. So I think on the original there's a slight difference. But like, how do we feel about this? I'm wondering if like a banner might help the visual effect. I just didn't have time to like do anything with it, you know what I mean? I guess what I need to do as well is like put this up somewhere high so I can keep coming back and forth towards it. So if I go... Oh, it's actually crossed by 2. Yeah, there you go. We go to there. Where are we going to? To about there? Yeah, cool. Right, if I copy this, let's go pop this on a mountain top. Where can we put it? It's missing ears. I mean, I can see what I can do about that. Let's cancel that. I'm trying to think what mountain top I can put it on top of. Maybe if we put it on top of here. But this is why I wanted to bring it on stream to have a look with you guys to see if there's something we could do to make it look a little bit better. Like, it's conveying the general vibe of what I want to have, but just not entirely. I just want it to be a bit more of a standout piece. It's basically my way of signaling to people where my base is, or where my house is on the server. You know what I mean? So I just wanted something a little bit thematic, but it doesn't need to be like a masterpiece. But we'll have a go. Signs might be good for the ears. Yeah, true. True. Are you thinking like hanging signs? I think a lot of it was I just simply ran out of time as well. That was like 99% of it. Oops, wrong one. Where is it? Just normal signs. Okay, we can try that. All right, let's bring him over. Let's see what he looks like up on high. I think the general shape looks pretty good. What might help is having like maybe like dark oak on the underside potentially. I wonder if that would add to the effect at all. You know what I mean? Like, so if I change this to be dark oak slab as well as that. Oh, you can't do 2 slabs, can you? Fucking hell, Minecraft. No, you can't do that. I forgot we're still living in 2026 when we've not been blessed. So what kind of sign? Do you think these kinds of signs? I suppose ears would be tricky to do, right? Because the antlers are right there. Even trapdoors might just help it emboss out the top just that teensy bit more. Try slabs. What, slabs for ears or slabs for something else? I guess in that instance though, then it ends up being that they connect to that. Which is not what I want. Yeah, I want it to be that that these look like they're connected from their own means. Unless we just have the antlers meet in the middle, potentially. Then we can potentially move the antlers across, maybe? To do something a bit more akin to this. Because then the ears don't look quite as dramatic. Let's try moving both antlers inwards just by one. I'm going to try the hanging signs. Because I was thinking the hanging signs might actually look decent. Because they'll poke out the end, but without necessarily touching what's above. Or they're a bit more subtle. I think then potentially we could then do a slab here. I think that kind of sells the effect, right? Oops. Or you can bring maybe that down by a layer, but then it's too low, isn't it? I think the hanging signs do kind of work here, which is nice. We could try dark oak stairs maybe on these like underbelly parts. You know what I mean? Try under here as well. Oops. Oh, but then that interrupts that side. Not good. It's actually not too much of an issue there. I don't mind taking that. But it has to be on the underside as opposed to the overside, doesn't it? It really ought to be. If I could get that slab there. That does begin to texture it a bit more, doesn't it? Oh, this is cool. Thanks, dude. I'm trying my best. Trying to do what I can with this. I saw the Pantheon announcement and I never would have guessed it. You know what? I should probably put the image on stream. Where is it? Pantheon. I should put my little guy on the screen constantly. Where is he? Is he in desktop or downloads? Desktop, there he is. Let me put him here. Should I just pop him there for now? Because you're not missing anything on that side of the screen. That's just the held item, isn't it? Let's do that. Let's have him there. Don't know how I feel about that block there. That block is bugging me. Oh, you two are technically on different blocks. Oh, that's good. Okay, okay. Wonder whether we need to do something here. Looks more like he's eating something there, which is kind of not the desired effect. Oh, kind of works somewhat. Does it look a little bit too divided between head and top? Maybe it does. Wonder if this might help if I go like that. Maybe we bring you in by another layer. Unless we do a banner. I mean, there could be some kind of like fancy pattern for a banner that would help. It's just the banner just looks so flat by comparison. We don't really need that. I think that is helping. Is it possible to have a pale oak or birch sign at the back for Perky Little Dale? We can, yeah. I don't know about pale oak. Birch we could definitely have. Were you thinking what? Like a sign like that? Like that kind of vibe? A shelf turned inwards. Shelf turned inwards where, sorry? I don't hate those being there, actually. Should the hooves be dark? Well, I tried that, but it just looks really sudden. You know what I mean? Suppose I can go with that, maybe? I think that does need to remain lower. I did also wonder whether we needed, like, separation here between the two things. Between, like, the two legs. Oh, maybe that bridges that gap nicely. Gives a bit more separation, doesn't it? I mean, the main thing is seeing how it looks from atop a mountain. So let's make a copy of this. And we will go all the way over here. And it's mostly about how it's going to look from the ground and how it'll be perceived by others. There we go. And then like that. So it is really towards a cliff edge. It's basically like that. So it's about how it will be viewed from a distance. Maybe what I'll do is I'll get coordinates. TP self 1692 minus 586. Just to get me back up to here. And then let me get this down here. I mean, even from a distance, it already looks kind of sick. Like, I mean, maybe it's not as bad as my brain was telling me it was at the time. But I think we've already made some, like, improvements to it. TP self minus 1768 minus 545. I think adding those darker elements has been helpful. Would it help now to put in... Okay. Maybe a flipped up birch sign for the tail instead of the hanging sign. A flipped up birch sign. Flipped up birch sign. What do you mean by a flipped up one? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that I've got the skin on here. So you guys can see it. Nice. That's technically on a new layer, I think. I might even be able to get another spruce, another dark oak slab there. Yeah, I can. I feel like the belly needs to come down more there, though. Is that where I'm missing a gap somewhat? Yeah, what was the sign thing you were saying? Oh, birch trapdoor. Okay, birch trapdoor. What, so something like that? I feel like it just sort of hovers off, though, you know what I mean? That's why I was quite enjoying the little fence. I think the fence quite distinctly looks like a tail. I don't know, I just thought it was kind of cute. Trapdoor. No, I think that definitely needs to be a full body to fill that out. I think the trapdoor definitely helps a bit more there. Try a door. What, a door for the tail? The problem is the door doesn't have anything to hover on, does it? Oh. I mean, if someone sees that from the ground, they're going to think, oh, damn. Okay. He cooked. Because this is generally the angle people will be seeing it from, roughly. It's about that high up, and it's from that angle, and I think it portrays what it's trying to. I wonder if, for the sake of the illusion, whether we have everything on this side have the lighter palette, and then everything on the other side have the darker palette. You know what I mean? So it's like one is towards the sun, one's away from the sun. I wonder if that would help on the illusion. It doesn't. That's fine. At least we tried. Oh god, I've already forgotten what I changed here. It was that, and was it the slab as well? Was it that? What about shelf? The dark oak shelf look better here? Oops. Nope. What about... Oh, wait. Like that. Is that maybe what somebody meant earlier on? It's a bit too shallow though, isn't it? Don't think that adds that much to it. A dark oak trapdoor could maybe work nicely for the lower angle though on that side. Oh, I hadn't even thought about using those for these underhangs. Because that trims the underside, doesn't it? Actually casts like a natural shadow in there. Oh yeah, there we go. I do still like having the like that there. Yeah, this is cool. I would like to have something more across the top. I just don't know what that something more would be. Whether it is just a bit of that to pepper in some variants. I don't even know if we have zoom on the server. I don't remember using it last night. I now don't know how I feel about that bench there, though. Also, we could also now just put in some... would that look goofy? If we were to have those in there. I do think without zoom, you lose a bit of the arch shape up here, which is kind of a shame. Wonder if you could do birch's lighting across the top of this. Curious whether that would give it some definition, or maybe even oak. Just regular oak might actually do the trick here. Regular old oak, there it is. Might just give that slightly lighter palette. That might actually have to be a birch trapdoor. Yeah, it's gotta get... Yeah, because then you get like a slight shine off the top of this now, which is nice. Let's go for a slab. There. Then we could probably put a trapdoor there. Nice. There you go. Just giving that little extra bit of shine to it. Maybe the whole underside is now too dark, though. I feel like I need that division between this side and that side. So maybe we need to do a little something here. We could even try a bit of stone in there, potentially. See what we can do. Or is there something that could be a close? Maybe dripstone. Dripstone might work. Granted, you can't get dripstone stairs. Maybe like a mud brick. Or mud brick might be an easier material to gather, actually. That's helping. What are you? What bit of the body is that? Okay. Let's try mud brick slab. I wonder whether mud brick might be a shout for a lot of the underside stuff. Maybe it's a little less harsh. At least on these lighter edges. So the really darkened undersides can be like that. Whereas these can be a bit more like this. That looks okay. That looks okay. I just wonder whether the back of the head could now have a slightly bigger base to it. Yeah. Soul lanterns hanging off would be pretty cool. Yeah, I can see that. I want to have a bit more variance in the shape. There we go. Nice. hard to get a lot of unique shape in this without it just matching on both sides. There's only so many ways an antler can look semi-decent without going too goofy on the width. Fence gates might help. Yeah. Let's try that. I suppose that might actually help in the bridging part in the middle, because then you can have that visual separation between the two. Oh, that does help just with general shape, though. I do like that. I think they do need to be full fence posts for making the gap connectors. And then maybe one more gate at the top, something like that. It looks too much like posts at the moment. You know what I mean? I've maybe lost the vision of what the original antlers were too much. Let's go back. Let's rewind it a little bit. Maybe you could put a gate on maybe this bit. No, because you're always left with that little floater. Little floaty bit, which I don't like. No. I need it to be anchored. It needs to anchor in. I suppose actually you want to style this so the lighter parts are on the top end. I think that just does the job well enough. We could potentially swap out this for the fence gate. Let's try that. Music got very serious all of a sudden. My bad. Yeah, I think we keep the antlers kind of how they were. Antlers are usually symmetrical, but not always. Yeah, I mean, I've been preferring them looking symmetrical. It's just you can't do a world of detail inside of what we've got here. I think I'm happy with that. The lanterns are a bit iffy. Yeah, I'm not 100% sold on them, but it's a step in the right direction. Let's pop that there. I think that's probably enough. I actually think the banners have actually worked quite nicely there. How do we feel about the underside of the head and the neck? I also wonder about whether to make this a full block here. Starts to look a bit too llamery when you do that, though. I think it does need that slight curvature in the neck. Maybe if you do upside down mud brick stairs there instead. Oh, that does give more of an elegance than the neck, actually. Hear me out. Campfires at the base of the statue. What, like unlit ones or lit ones? Because I've not really decorated the base as of yet. Lit ones. We can do that. For nighttime. Yeah, true. True. I mean, I'm not going to be able to put on the shader pack to properly look at what it would look like at nighttime, but yeah. But we can at least get a vibe with something akin to that. Do you have fire tick on? I don't think we do, no. I'm pretty certain that's something we checked beforehand. It's kind of cool. think potentially here as well then. Let's do a bit of this. Nice. In a lot of ways, this feels unnecessary, but equally, I think we'll add a good vibe to this build. Time set 15,000. The lanterns might be necessary, or at least there needs to be something to give it some, to make the blocks light up at night time. It needs to be lit up in some fashion. I mean, even if you do that there, that's going to make it pop in the night sky. And I don't actually think that these are overly necessary. I think actually just having them embedded in the floor works well. It retains that original shape of like the platform without going too much crazier with it. Can you orient it so the moon raises between the antlers? Bro, I don't have a choice of all of that on the server. I can only do so much. I'm only one champion. A little part of me does worry about the smoke rising in front of it. I wonder whether to move it to a more middle location. I wonder whether something like that would look better. We can have a lot of smoke, but I'd rather the faceplate not be as disrupted, you know what I mean? I don't mind going absolutely crazy and peppering them about the place. I think that would help with the effect. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I think that's better now. Lanterns, maybe. We had... I mean, there is a sneaky lantern, which is actually more visible than I thought it would be. I mean, does lichen doesn't kick out quite as much light, does it? No, it's not quite as good. I suppose the lantern can sit there, I guess. No one would see the lantern from this side. I just don't like the way it looks. There, though. If you put carpet or glass over the fires, it might help with the smoke while also keeping the light. Put what? Glass over them? What does that do? Doesn't change anything, does it? Oops. Carpet, maybe? Oh, I see. Right. Okay. Sure. So everything retains. There is grass around it up on the top. So yeah, that's a good shout. Oh, that one actually there. Nice. Candles around the antlers. Yeah, I don't hate the idea of candles. I think candles could be a good shout. And even probably... Oh my god, candles would just be good for popping the shape of them a bit more. Oh my god, how do we not think of that? Just gives them those extra little notches. Oh, you're a genius. You're a genius. Who was that? Who said candles? Ellie. Ellie, thank you very much for the suggestion. You're a legend. Don't know whether having them lit would suffice. Can't really tell from a distance. I think maybe they're more just... Maybe they're more set pieces. But the use of candles here, very good shout. Whether I can even get that, I'm not sure. Copper bars. Copper bars. Let's have a look. Ooh. Adding in some extra variants, I guess. I mean, those are like weathered ones. But I think they fit the palette a bit more, you know what I mean? Waxed exposed copper bars, yeah. Let me swap those out actually for waxed ones. Time set, noon. They definitely help with the vibe, don't they? Sick. Would putting trapdoors on top of them look weird at all? I'll tell you what would maybe work. I don't think you can place them on it, but they do work. Okay. I just wonder whether sea pickles would work because obviously they give off light, but I think you have to stack them a bit more. What other buttons have we got? Like pale oak buttons, would they look better? It does help with that slight pop, doesn't it? It's kind of cool. Kind of like it. I think it's definitely in a better place than the original. So that's something. I mean, it certainly looks less flat colors wise. Like if I go in with a plan knowing exactly what I want to build, I can probably whip this up fairly quickly. Could you hide light block under trapdoors into the tummy for the light? Maybe. Potentially. We don't have many internalized things though. I mean, what would be a light? I mean, even if I was just to slap a lantern in there. If I was to slap a lantern there, and then I can't remember what I had there. Was it that? Oops. It might help with the light situation as well. I mean, I think it's as lit as it needs to be now, which is good. I think we're missing a bit of smoke on that back angle there. Thank you. There's that back diagonal that we don't have a... Let's try that for a moment, see how that looks. Yeah, I think that looks cool enough. I think that is a significant improvement from what I had. So that's good. I like it. Yay. I like it. That's cool. So I got partway there with the concept in episode, but I just can't decide on this part here, whether it needs to be a stair going up to it or whether it should have that more like thinned out neck. I'm not entirely against the thicker neck. It's just when you have the thicker neck, it then starts to look very like pixel art. It looks very squarey. Whereas having the stair there actually gives like a curvature to it, which I think it desperately needs. Yeah, I think the thinner neck definitely helps. Sick. Just thought actually, would item frames look any good for the eyes? If we're to put in, I don't know, like Blackstone or something. Does that look goofy as shit? Ah, that's goofy as fuck. Goofy, yeah. I mean, I definitely liked the pale oak button. I just don't know if I've seen any pale oak so far. Is it worth trying to do something else on the underside here? Does it look better like that when it's a smaller neck and the bigger mouth, or Do we think the dark oak slab suffices on the underside? Just worried the mouth now looks a little bit large. I think it definitely thins the profile out a bit more. Actually, that does look better, doesn't it? Because they do have a more pointed feature at the end. I think I actually like that. I think that's nice. I think I'm going to stick with that. Sick. All right. Well, we've got a much better deer now. Lovely. Just trying to figure out where else might look nice for dark oak trapdoors. I think that at the moment that cuts it off too suddenly. But then that thins out the neck area too much. And my guess is that this is going to look too blocky. I don't hate that. What was it before? It was just an upside down spruce stair before, wasn't it? I think that works. I think that can stay as it is. I think it gives volume to the body just there, doesn't it? Otherwise, anytime you cut into here with another color, it suddenly makes it seem like the neck is like a detached part of the head. Like it's like a head plonked on top of something else. So I think that works. I do wonder if on top we could have some lighter lighting. Oh, whoops. I think that, yeah, there we go. That gives the arm teens a bit more. Sick. Okay, cool. So considering what we started with, if we do like a side-by-side comparison. So we started with the one over there. Bam. And then if I bring up that screenshot and we look at what we've got here. If I put some lights around here somewhere. So they're out of sight. If we do that, right? So we've gone from, if I drop the FOV down. Right, so we've got that. Okay, then we've got F3D. Bam. Bam. I mean, granted this is, can you flip the image? No, you can't. Okay, so then this is the new comparison between the two. Which, granted, the other one, the smoke is a bit much from that angle particularly, but I think he definitely looks a bit more filled out. Although I am wondering whether to bring back the shelf on the front face. That shelf on the front face might be a call. I think that did kind of flesh out that front body. If I just get planks there. Oh, spruce planks. I think I like it. Pull up screenshot again. Put it there for a moment. And we'll just quickly grab you. Put you there and there. Oops. Oops. Let's do the side by side again. So we got that versus. Oops, hold on, wait. So we've got that versus that. I like just looking between the two and comparing. The other thing I'm not sure on is whether the oak, was it oak or dark oak slab? I think it was oak, sorry, spruce slab even. I do wonder whether that there looks better comparatively. It's really hard to build in that, I think. Can't decide. I think it's a mud brick stair I had there previously. Which I think maybe, I think that breaks up the pattern too much, doesn't it? I think maybe we go back to that. Yeah, I think there's too much of a line divide because of those two colours there. I'd say get rid of the oak slab on the top. I mean, the oak slab on the top, I think, is mostly acting as a means of showing that the skull is large enough, if that makes sense. That's kind of the main reason it's there at the moment, is to give the antlers something to attach to. It just looks so big and bulky at that point. What we could try is we could try this. If I just go back to here real quick, we could try a shelf on the inside there, like that. Then change this to a trapdoor, maybe. Oops. Would that help? Oh, that really slims it down. Maybe a slab would be necessary there. But then now it doesn't feel like... Nah, I think it loses too much weight in the back there. God, it's so fine, the detail between it. It is literally just a few pixels difference and it changes. By a lot. Also, I think for simplicity's sake, do I maybe just go for... oak eyes? No, they need to pop more. Could try birch. I just don't know if we'll have pale oak available to us. Sure. Yeah, cool. Okay. I think I'm somewhat happy with that. It's definitely better. If we can, I will hopefully create this before the start of the next session. So hopefully we get a little bit of time to just like spruce anything up before session 2 starts recording. This will be what I'll do. May have to do a little bit of material hunting, but it is what it is. Also, I don't know if this lantern in the middle is necessary. We'll go back to that. Little sprucing up. Is it supposed to remind people of Chopper? I mean, it is supposed to be a deer. So, yeah. If that's what you're getting from it, then that is A-okay with me. The banners will be the tricky bit. I feel like the banners do make quite a difference. An alternative light source could be frog lights. Yeah, but for that you need magma cubes and frogs, right? Like, this is the thing. This isn't an SMP where we have, like, all day or all night to do stuff. We only have a certain amount of time to do anything. I mean, that does look a lot cooler, actually. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. What do we name the deer? I mean, I haven't named it anything. Out of this and Secret SMP, I've named one thing, which you'll become privy to, I'm sure, sometime soon. But yeah. You do read chat. Sorry about the jab earlier. Might have stung. I'd be honest with you, I didn't see your message earlier on. I'll be real with you, I didn't see it. I've been looking over at chat, but I don't distinguish between YouTube and Twitch. It's all just there together. I've just not had a chance to look at it all properly yet. I don't know if this is Tumblr or Blue Sky. So far, this has been, let's all get our tits out and not tell the Aussies or sausage. Very funny. That's from FireKit21, whoever and wherever you are. Very funny. Have I just that second as I've tabbed in finished the playlist? That's crazy. The moment that I tab into Epidemic Sounds, I've just finished the music on it. Where was my favorite music that I used in this episode today? Where is it? It's not that one. This is the one, I think. No, it's not this one. It's this one. This one's real good. Of course, it's a Laura Platt song as well. Laura Platt makes lovely, lovely music. Oh, it does look good. I've looked away for a few minutes. I've looked back and it looks so much better. I'm well chuffed with that. Yeah, sick. Okay, cool. I will have to figure out how to bring that in to Pantheon. I don't know if we have Light Matica on Pantheon. I would imagine we probably do. Don't know. Maybe. Not sure. But that's cool. To clarify as well, by the way, this is not the... So people were mentioning about the night sky. And saying, like, you can see stars and this, that, and the other. This mod pack that I'm in right now is not the Pantheon one. And even these shaders are not shaders. It's actually a mod called Atmospherics, which looks like this. Where you can change all kinds of stuff in it. So this is just default Atmospherics, like the shooting stars and this, that, and the other. What I can tell you is the Pantheon night sky and general lighting and shading, way cooler. Way cooler. It fits the vibe check phenomenally. It's really good. So yeah, don't you worry about that. God, look at you. You're old news, dude. You're a good first try, but you're old news. You tried your best. Wasn't quite good enough, but you tried your best. You, on the other hand, look at you. In fact, I'm intrigued to know, how does this look from all angles? Front angle, you lose a little bit of the attachment there. So you have to look at it at an angle of at least 15 degrees for it to make sense. I do wonder whether it's worth having the fence there. The gate, should I say. And having the gate open. So then there's that attachment going in. In fact, it doesn't actually attach, but from most angles, it would probably look like it does. Would that look better? And it does actually give you that extra little edge in as well, which I don't super hate. That's my video settings on brightness wise. Crank up the brightness a bit. Not sure. I think probably a slab there. Should probably just stay, shouldn't it? Oh, okay. What was it? Was it a spruce slab? Or was it an oak slab? I think it was an oak slab, wasn't it? That's fine, it's fine. Yeah, it was an oak slab. Nice. Got him. Well, there you go. We got that sorted. Lovely jubbly. I guess the other thing I've not really done just yet is figured out what my actual house / base is going to look like. I don't have one at the end of the first episode. The only thing I build in episode 1 is that. Or that, technically. But you know what I mean? That's the only thing I have. Like episode 2, I need to make some form of home / cottage / something. So I need to figure that out. And then for Secret SMP, episode 1 is done. Base made. The bridge is going to be part of episode 2, as well as the rice paddy fields. That's going to be episode 2 as well. I've already recorded a couple of interactions for episode 2, which is pretty sick. So I am like well ahead of everything at the moment, which is awesome. Wait, what the hell is Secret SMP? So Secret SMP is an SMP that is starting very soon. which is going to be a whole separate project. So it's separate from Pantheon. Pantheon's a power one. Secret SMP is another one. And I can't really tell you much about it. Let me double check what they said in the Secret SMP Discord, because I asked what we are and aren't allowed to say. Okay, so it says, I asked what we were allowed to start teasing, which would have been today, I want to say. I think it's today. Let me double check. Then from the 5th of August, you can start to tease more obscure stuff if you want to. Okay, so what I can tell you, after getting a bit of clarification, is that Secret SMP is modded. And we can't tell you the date that it begins just yet. But it'll be out mid-August-y. Mid-August-ish. Which you can see why it was such a worry for me, because I'm going on holiday in mid-August. So that's the issue I ran into, is that I've got Pantheon starting beginning of August, Secret SMP starting mid-August, and I've got the summer holidays with the kids, as well as an actual full week-long holiday away from home where I'm going to have zero capability to do anything. So that's why I've been having to lock the fuck in to get stuff done. But it should be okay. We'll have Pantheon 2 and 3 recorded once Tuesday concludes. That's next Tuesday coming up. Episode 1 of Secret SMP is done. I would like to finish a second episode before then. I think basically I will finish up the music on Pantheon episode 1 tomorrow, and then hopefully start constructing episode 2. But I kind of want my episode 2 of Secret SMP to be reactive. You know what I mean? So I almost don't want to do too much of episode 2, because I would like to see what people like, dislike, recognize, or recognize. It actually looks cool from the side as well. Sick. Yeah, what people notice in the first episode and stuff, and kind of be a bit more interactive with it. Locking in equal make a cosplay. I mean, I won't have a cosplay. So in modded SMP, it's not a storytelling one. I can tell you that much. It is just a classic modded SMP. I think people have a lot of their narratively driven projects. We wanted something that is just a bit more vibes based and creative building kind of vibe. You know what I mean? So that's the plan with that at the moment. So that's all I can really say about it, which isn't a ton. A rough start window. It's modded, and it's with a bunch of people that you know and like, and a bunch of people that I know and like. And you've already seen me making some builds from it. I wanted to finally actually have the time to commit to making a Japan countryside mixed with modern metropolis kind of area. We might make a temple. We'll make a cool high street. We'll do all that sort of stuff. I want to use it as a means of researching that part of Japan, because I've been researching the language and stuff, and I obviously enjoy anime and manga, and I like the music and a bunch of the food, but I've never really looked into what the more sort of the more rural day-in-the-day life stuff is, what building or what architecture is like, and particularly what religious and sort of sacred areas look like. So it'll be nice to do that. Just do shit and have fun. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want from all of this. But it should be good. But I can't tell you how long that one's going to run, because I genuinely at the minute don't think we know. I think there's a guesstimate at how long it'll run, but I think it'll be they'll do a temp check. If everyone's still super stoked when we reach that temperature checkpoint, then we'll probably carry on. It's not an SMP that has an end goal of, oh, we need to do these advancements or whatever else it may be. We can just vibe it out. First live stream we've been able to attend for years. Hello, Party Penguin. Hope you've been good. What have you been up to? You've been away for a while. What's been the haps? How's life treating you? So it's a long-running SMP, yes. And a lot of people are going very video-centric with it, but you can also stream in between. I plan to stream on it a fair bit, honestly. Whether that be material gathering, whether that be doing other stuff related to the mod pack. I think I'm never going to struggle to have something to do on any given day on that server, which I'm quite looking forward to. Vibe it out SMPs usually end without a true end, just people stop logging on. Yeah, true. Moved out my parents' house. They don't like any internet. I'm down. But it's exciting being independent though, isn't it? I'm so tired, but the stream is friendly noise while I play Pokopia and try to get some work done. I mean, I feel like playing Pokopia is not going to help you get some work done. Unless you're talking about the work is in Pokopia. Unless you've got your builder hat on right now. You're like, right, I got to clear out this area. I got this to build, that to build. I got these Pokemon left to find. Instead of material gathering, how about being a material girl? I mean, hey. I tell you what, actually, a little thing from Pantheon episode 1. Keep an eye out for a Deal with Destiny reference. Because that one caught me by surprise, but I was actually able to react to it. So keep an eye out for that one. Someone threw it at me and I was like, oh, a little catch-up one. That one surprised me. It was good. Right, tell you what, let me move over to my other building spot. Let's have a look. Where is it? It was... That's new SMP. Can't go on there. Oh, I just thought, actually. Can I now? No, because it will give away the mods. That's fine. I won't do that. Where's my build one? There it is. Got it. I was about to load up secret SMP mod pack now that it's like semi-public knowledge. But I won't do that for fear of spoiling something. I'll open up an inventory screen and all sorts of stuff will come up. Hello, Vembies. You're right, dude. Just got here. What are we up to? We are just chit-chatting all things Pantheon SMP. Begins on Sunday. I have been announced. My champion, or I am the champion of the god Artemis. I did a cosplay, kind of. It's like mostly Photoshop cosplay, but I did a cosplay of my champion character as well. And I just thought it'd be a little fun, silly way to announce it all. My dungeon delivery poster arrived today. Oh, dude. Little reminder on that. The dungeon delivery stuff is not around forever. So if you wanted to get anything, then get onto the website right now. Dungeon.delivery. Very good domain. I like it a lot. And we have got t-shirts. We've got hoodies, which has the big graphic on the back with a little acorn on the chest. And then we've got the dungeon delivery poster. We've got an enamel pin. And we've got t-shirts. T-shirt comes in 2 colors as well. I don't think the hoodie comes in more colors. I think it's just the one. But that's pretty cool. I like that. And yeah, you can get yourselves over there. Do your thing. Right, there we are. Actually, maybe it was this song that I like the most. Wait, what's this next one, Anna? No, it was this one. I'm going to be using this song so much in Pantheon. It's so good. It's by Kikoru, Kikoru. It's called Rainbow Mystery. It's really good. It's really, really good. But yeah, we got it. It's Minecraft loaded up. It has. Did I put everything into the one world? I think I may have done. But yeah. It's all good. The gains paid off. They have so far, yeah. It was just nice doing a check-in and, like, I don't know. I guess I'm just feeling good about everything. We're coming up to the year mark, so I think it'll be the middle of September will be my 1-year mark of going to the gym and doing everything. And I think last I got checked was back in, like, May, I want to say. And I'd gone from, at the beginning in September, I'd gone from 32% body fat down to, I think it was just under 22% body fat. And then that's been months since then. That's been like another, what, 3 months or so. So I wanted to get one in. I was actually supposed to have one yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah, I was supposed to have one yesterday, but I ended up booking it at a silly time that I couldn't actually do, which was annoying. So I'm going to hopefully get one in next week, potentially. And we can see how I'm getting on. And then we'll have another one at the 1 year mark. And then we'll truly see how I am doing on the weight loss and muscle gain front, which will be nice. Right, I've got Minecraft booted up. Let's swap over. Oh, wrong one. That's a search bar. That's the one you want. Just there. Squidge you down a little bit more, fella. There you go. Lovely. All right. So, yeah, basically, this is a little something I've been making. This doesn't have as much of an effect from that angle. I am mindful that you've also got to view that from there. But I think when I come into this area, you will be coming in from a slightly elevated position, which means you will actually get to enjoy the appearance of this stuff in the future. But this is my house. That's going to be in episode 1. And then this work here, as well as that bridge, is going to be episode 2. I have seen some bridges that are like this that are more elevated. I wanted to have a quick play around with that idea to see how it could look if we make it even more dramatically steeped. So if I do a bit of this, go from here to here, I suppose. Just going to move you down the river, just away from everything. I'm just curious whether I can lift this up higher. So I've been going up by 2, so it goes 2, 2, 1. I want to have a look and see if I can have a play around with this and make it even steeper. So if I now do this here, let me go really high up with this dramatically, so. Okay, got it. We'll go, maybe we'll flatten out to there. So it'll be center and then 2. Because this may potentially look a bit more like a Shinkyo bridge. There we are. Now it's just a case of figuring out how to do this. Where is it? If I move you and guess like, in fact, hold on. If I move you and you up to there, honestly, that should work. Maybe up by 1 more, actually. Let me try again. That's it. Boop, boop. I mean, yeah, this is getting a lot bigger. Oops. Because I do want this bridge to almost be slightly... I mean, I'm not even slightly comical. I just want it to just look more like an actual Shinkyo bridge. It's just about figuring out how to make that arch work. It's just got to look sensible from this side. Which actually, at the minute, it looks okay. I think I missed you out, buddy. Sorry. You need to move all the way up. In fact, I'll just clone you. If I clone you from there to there. Flip. Where are you? Whoops. Oh, that was a move. Whoops. You to you. Do a bit of a clone. Flip. Nice. I think this already... I'm seeing the shape of it, and I think I'm already more pleased with this than the old bridge. So I may actually go with this. Because they do have such lovely exaggerated curves on them. Nice. It needs to have a more gradual lift. But that might be more the effect on the underside. Yeah, I think that's more of an underside effect. So we'll figure that out. We will also figure out how to make... Because let me show you one so you got some context. Shinkyo bridge. Shinkyo bridge. Maybe I've gone too high on it, actually. Looking at the bridges again now. Maybe I forgot quite how steep they are. But yeah, see how they've got these like quite steep curves to them. Maybe I need to make it slightly more shallow. So let's try doing that. Let's try going for you to you, and we'll bring you back down. I think it's more trying to emulate that. Well, that might work. It's about figuring out how this works. Maybe it's because I'm trying to do too much there. Then maybe a stair there might help. How does it compare to that one? I think I still do somewhat prefer the shape of this. Yeah, let's keep playing with it. Okay. My guess is that Twitter AI assumed Martyn's character was a woman, to be honest. I mean, Cleo's character is also there. I mean, it'd be nice if it told you. You know what I mean? It'd be nice to know the AI determination if it's going to be stupid and annoying. That's the thing. Sometimes you just need an actual answer to go with it. Let's try that. I'm just going to quickly grab you. I'm going to clone you over to 1, 2. Flip. There we go. Bring you back to there. Does that work? Oh, it's a bit messy. Tell you what we could do. We could do this. We might get a better look at the illusion if I actually clear out all of this. And then actually grab everything and duplicate it across. Maybe we'll work on the half bridge to begin with, then we work on the remainder. Once I get a curvature that I'm happy with, then we can play it out a bit more. That looks okay. I think what helped the effect before was having cobbled deep slate on the underside, because that the black underlayer sold a lot of the effect, didn't it? So I could try that. It's got to go right the way in, which I don't think is... Oh, maybe it is possible. Okay. But then I think that one there has to then be visible on top. It is, yeah, which is annoying. I suppose I could put carpets on it to mask that, potentially. It only needs to be on the two edges, because that's where the effect needs to take place. So I could get away with that. I missed this, though. I was really quite enjoying this causing some horizontalness. Oh, there's already signs there. I suppose that doesn't work there, does it? I suppose as long as it's dark enough. And that's going to be visible from there. Oh, it's a tricky one. Could do maybe a dark oak stair or something. Yeah, I guess that works. Across the U. There we are. We'll rework this whole top layer. Let's work on it as stairs and slabs for now and then see how it all plays out. I love how ever since the Red Kingdom caused my chat to be named... Wait, what? I love how ever since Red Kingdom caused my chat name to be changed to red, I'm now one of the only red names in chat of a green... in an ocean of green and grey. I feel like there's quite a few red names. Oh, man. Okay, let's see. Let me get that lantern on top of here as well, because I feel like that does sell the aesthetic somewhat. I think what I'm going to do for a second is I'm going to duplicate this. This music I really felt like sounded like, kind of sounded like a Final Fantasy song to me. I really quite enjoyed it. Oops. There you go. And if I do there to there and cross by one. Nice. Okay. And then if I do symmetry. Got it. Suppose both ways? No, actually, I guess that should be fine. Alright. Let's see. Does it get rid of stuff when I do that? It does. Okay, cool. Let's try and achieve a better slow gradient upwards. And we'll try and avoid slabs where possible just to make it all work a bit nicer. Okay, so we got that there. Let's see where we can put these full blocks to make it make sense. Okay, and a full block there. There we go. I reckon 2, then up. And 2, maybe like that. And that could probably be a stair under there. I could probably even go to there, potentially. Or do we just go straight line there? Obviously, we could change it to planks instead. Oops. Okay. Does that look okay? I could try the trap doors as well, actually. I've not used those here just yet. Okay. Maybe it is just too tall. I'm thinking maybe it's too tall. Let's try bringing it down by a layer. And then that doesn't... Then it's not really a whole lot different to before. Maybe the old design was fine. Maybe that is okay. Just felt like it was lacking that arc. Guess that somewhat works. There you go. You actually kind of get a curve out of that. More so than before. Let's move you up by 1. I'm using entirely slabs for now. Just bear with me. And we just need to thin out the underside of this. Okay, that's a nice shape. I need a mix of music. Hold on. Give me some Laura Platt, but not looped. Hold on. All tracks. Mood. Hopeful. Let's try that. Here we go. Nice. Okay, so we can sneak these under here. Oh wait, what is that? Is that a stair? Oh wait, I did a move, not a stack. That is fine, I guess. And then the other element that I enjoyed before is that you could never actually accidentally walk up there, you know what I mean? So we were using the mangrove hanging signs before to achieve like height on a lot of the bridge. But we've lost that capability here, I think. Sign. So maybe by doing that and then I could then put... It was sort of like that kind of trick, wasn't it? It was doing that and having the hanging sign there. Something like that. And I think potentially it was a trapdoor underneath it to tie it in like that, but we could probably put a slab there. Ooh, that kind of is a cheeky trick. Oh, I see. That's a stair currently. We don't need that then. And a slab, I guess. Okay. Okay. I think a lot of what I'm trying to achieve here is bringing out more of those, like, cobbled deep slate elements underneath, which I think we've managed to achieve here. But without having to have them present on the bridge itself. Okay. I feel like this is probably not as hard as I'm making it look. I think I'm probably making this more difficult than it ought to be. Right, let's delete. In fact, actually, oh wait, hold on. There to there, delete. And then you to here. Oh, that's move again. No, oops. Oh, God. No, undo. I wanted to do a clone. Is that right? May have just made the bridge wider than it was before. And then now if I do a big copy of this, I just want to see what the full version would look like. Right, how would this look shape-wise? Ooh! Okay. Actually seeing it all come together. Compared to that bridge over there versus this one. It's much more bridgy now. Would you agree? I feel like it's better than it was. I think that's definitely better than the previous one. It's just about accentuating that curve, just that last little step more. This one we can get away with because we can do this. I don't know if we're going to be able to do as much with it looking distressed as we did before, but I can certainly try. Yeah, I really like the curvature on that. I'm wondering whether we extend this forward by another block, then we put the stair in. Or is it a case of we do stair, hanging sign, then the rest? It's crazy how I thought I was so happy with the previous bridge, and now I've made this. Yeah, that's helping. And I think you're going to remain a slab on that side. And I think you're going to then become... Yeah, that's it, that's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. That's better. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Right. Right, so I want to do... Delete. I feel like there's got to be a better way to do this, but it's the only way I can think to do it at the moment. Delete. And then I want everything from there to there. To there, gone? Sure, yeah, fuck it. And this isn't even the dumb version. I think this is just a better version of what we've already got. Nice. So, clone, flip. Okay. Left point. Let me just put down a slab there, sure. Bam. Boop, boop. Right, let's see how that looks. Oh, it's looking so much better, dude. We obviously just need to make sure that that there is like that. I think maybe that could be a full block there. Potentially that could be like that. Oops. Yeah, cool. Okay. Okay. It gives the top of the bridge a little less of a desirable look, but I think the trade-off is worth it. Oops, where'd that go? Now if we do the hanging signs from before. Oh, I'm so glad I revisited this. Because there's been like no commitment to this yet on like the server. Like this is very much on the server I've not made it. Would a beam of support going down the middle below add anything? No, the reason it's not the vibe is because where is it? I'll show you. I'm making a very specific kind of bridge that doesn't have that. Like its whole vibe is that it must be just be a marvel of, I don't know, construction, because I mean some of them have like an additional support part of the way across, but never in the center. See what I mean? So it kind of goes, then there's a support at like the third, or even actually looks more like the quarter point. So we could look into doing that. So we could look into adding that as part of the feature of it. About figuring out where I can afford to lose this. I think we can afford to lose it there and there. Then we can start putting in some things like gates again. I mean, for now, actually. Yeah, I actually think I prefer that to the signs. Oops. I don't think the signs were serving us super well. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think this looks cool. The thing that we don't have, though, still, is I think the ability to walk over it without falling in. That was something that I quite liked before. And I feel like I've lost that, but maybe it's not about that. We can achieve it from most of the bridge. Okay, cool. Let's get the campfires in. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Okay, sweet. Oops. I thought you were a slab. Sorry, old boy. I thought you were a slab, I did. Who's that? Eloise! Hello, Eloise! Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. How you doing? We are currently kind of like double everything today. Double SMP, double points, all of it. I'm currently making a bridge. This is called a Shinkyo bridge. So this is for secret SMP. This is an SMP that isn't out yet, but it's going to be dropping around mid-August. This is not to be confused with Pantheon SMP, which is currently unfolding. As in, like, the reveals are unfolding. So I've just been announced for Pantheon SMP. If you look in the bottom left corner of the screen, you can see my character. I am the champion of Artemis. And I did a thing today where I was like, you know what? I'm going to cosplay my own character. Why not? So I basically just, like, threw on a random, like, bed sheet, turned it green in Photoshop, and then just basically grabbed the bow from the concept, well, I say concept art, from the character reveal art, and then put it in. And then, yeah, went from there. That's it, Martimus. Champion of Artemis, Martimus. But yeah, so there you go. So that's what that is, and I'll show you a Shinkyo bridge, what we're currently trying to create in Minecraft for the Other project. Oh, Bekubon as well. Oh wait, did you guys went for a long walk today, didn't you? Don't tell me anything about that game though, because this is quite the thing for you to join into as well. Hi everyone. Welcome in. I'll do the spiel again. Hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Today we are talking about two different SMPs. One of them is called Pantheon SMP. It is centered around Greek mythology. Each of the players on the server are going to be champions of a god, basically. And today it was announced that this is my character, who is the champion of the god Artemis. And I thought it'd be funny to try and cosplay him. So I gave it a go and did some stuff in Photoshop. And then aside from that, I am working on this at the moment. I'm trying to make a Shinkyo bridge. So a Shinkyo bridge is a type of Japanese bridge which has supports much closer to the edge. So usually in the first third on each end, but it always has this kind of like very dramatic curve on the architecture going on. And currently, this was my first bridge that I made, which I thought I was happy with. But then I've now made this one, which has way more of a curve going on. And now I'm rethinking all my decisions. And even now I'm still thinking, like, do I increase this further? Like, do I go further across like that and do some more with it in that regard? Like, I'm playing around with it, trying to figure it out. But Secret SMP is not fully out or announced yet. It will be coming middle of August-ish sometime. So we're currently figuring out, you know, what the crack is with that. But yeah, so there you go. So come on in. Oh, I'll show you another thing I made actually, if I can. So I made a thing for Pantheon SMP, which I think you'll enjoy. Pantheon building. Let me show you it real quick. So where Artemis is the god of the hunt, she has a lot of like different things that symbolize her and stuff. She has like this cool boar that can just like mess people up, but also tends to have a lot of symbolism from a deer. So I will show you the deer statue that I made. Now I've already made one in the first episode that we recorded yesterday, but I made a better one. So this is the first deer, and it didn't even have things like the hanging signs and stuff. It actually only had this on it, I think, previously. So that's how the first deer looked. Probably not even the dark oak, actually. But then the other one that I've made is over here. And this is the other one that I've made. So that's how the other fella looks. So he's got way more detailing, got a bit of smoke, got some lighter features, candles on the fences, copper bars hanging down. He's got nails now. He's got front nails, front hoofs. He's got it all going on. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's what we've been working on there as well. So it's all been going on today. We're doing all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to get back to work on this bridge to see if I can get it over the finish line. There it is. But how are we all? How was is it called a long walk? I think I'm supposed to be playing that on tomorrow. But I don't know whether I'll get to play it tomorrow because they're finally coming to install aircon. Big walk, that was it. Yeah, I don't know whether I'll get to play that tomorrow because they're coming to install aircon finally, and they're probably starting in my office. So I'm hoping that they start on that in the morning, and by the afternoon it's all freed up and I can just like, you know, get in here and crack on with my usual thing. But we'll wait and see. But yeah, we'll get back to old bridge buildy, I think. We're currently just trying to figure out how to give this bridge a bit more of a curvature. I think maybe I need to not over-engineer it. Maybe I am happy with it in its current state. I just need to add a bit more on the side in terms of like trapdoors and signs and stuff to kind of like populate the space. So let's give that a quick go. If I try that. That can also add on some extra height, actually. That adds on like another step on the way down, which I think might be the play. Anything that can help add to the curvature, I think, will be beneficial. Maybe in double trapdoor there. The trapdoors are quite harsh, though, on the shape and the silhouette of it all, aren't they? I think that does help on the step. That hangs too low. What about you? Where would you hang? You'd hang there. Okay, interesting. Are you going to add any support under the bridge? I mean, I haven't done it just yet, but it might be worth doing it, right? For the effect of it. So the support tends to sit around. I mean, I would probably argue that it sits around here. So I guess it would probably sit about here, right? If we build it right the way down, just so we're actually seeing a proper representation of it, it would be kind of like there, right? Was that in-game? That's a horrible noise. I genuinely thought a plane was about to crash into my house. It was ridiculous. A whale. We don't have whales in Minecraft, man. Let's see here. Wonder whether that would do the trick. The problem is I'm trying not to use too much of that. I'm trying to preserve this underside. Oh, sorry, trying to preserve the steps to look like steps, you know what I mean? We might be able to get away with, though, just adding the curve here and see how that feels. Are they... That's cobbled deep slate as well. Give me slabs. Cobbled deep slate slabs. Boop, 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 boop. This might actually help, you know, if I do that. Ooh, okay, okay. He's mysterious. We like it. Just trying to keep as much wood on this thing as possible, but maybe just for those outer edges, we'll have to do that. And we can do just a bit of this on it. We could even mask it with a stair here as well. Just have a little stair here or there. That might not look the worst. I think as long as you can walk up it, that's kind of the goal that we're trying to achieve. Maybe if we get a stair here as well and put it like that. Just have a little bit of shape in there. Ooh, that looks kind of cool. Because I've also noticed that the bridge are most typically higher up and not water level. Yeah, that's probably part of the illusion that we're losing. I probably should pick a different place to build this. Somewhere where there's actually an elevation between the two. On the server, there is actually an elevation above it. Like, there's an actual drop beneath. So yeah. So on the server, it'll be fine. It's just obviously for these purposes here, it's not quite so hot. Oh, fuck. I do that every time. There to here. Change its clone. Flip it. Let's see now what happens if I grab... In fact, I'm going to delete that half of the bridge. For the upteenth time. Bye, bridge. Oh, no. Not bye, bridge. From here, we want to say bye, bridge. Then we want to bring it back again. Flip. Boop. Didn't grab the full supports there, so we'll just quickly grab those. You to there. Flip. Where are you? Is that right? Is that it? Yeah, how does it look now that we've got the support in as well? It makes more sense now it's got the support in. I actually wonder whether we can get away with more of a curvature up to it. Something like that, maybe? Oops. Don't necessarily need to see it there, actually. And actually, you could probably vary in height as well. Okay, sure. This could, again, this could be over-engineering it, but we can add and remove things pretty swiftly. Okay, that's having more of the desired effect now. Cool. I think what I would like to work on next is maybe masking some more of the... Well, not masking it, but like... At the moment, it's getting quite dense with this under here. Maybe we can try and do something to alleviate that a bit. Let's see. Does that help with the silhouette a bit more? That does help, actually. That relieves it a bit. Oh, wait. Have I done that wrong? Yeah, I have. Hold on. Boop. Boop. Something like that, isn't it? Something like that. Yeah, it's something like that. It'll make sense in a minute. Okay. I do think I'm getting happier with this. I feel like I just need a bit more of a... It needs another layer up, but not like... I want a layer up, but not that much of a layer up. You know what I mean? You just can't quite get that elevation without sacrificing too much. We could try another upside down stair here, potentially. See how that might fare. And then another hanging sign there, potentially. Sure. Do that. Do that. Then change you to that. And change you to one of these. Okay, we're getting a bit more of that curvature that I'm hoping for. I wonder whether you could be two of those. Let me go for a slab on the underside, maybe? Okay, wait, and then a slab there. That feels stronger. Let's try that. Let me see if I can just duplicate that over to here without too many worries. And then we get the signs on again. You there. And then 1, 2, 3. Maybe some buttons might work here. Maybe black stone buttons instead. Then maybe a trapdoor in the center of it. Oops. Okay, that's working. I think this double layering of signs is a bit excessive, so let's tear away from that slightly. Okay. And then I feel like we are missing these underside dark oak gates that we had before. I think they looked really cool. It's just about figuring out where those can actually exist because we're using so many goddamn slabs. No, because you lose the arc there by doing that. Okay, so where can we put you, friend? Maybe there? Oops. Maybe that doesn't look awful. It does like a very sudden gap. I don't know how I feel about it. No, it looks like an error. Don't like it. Don't like it. We tried. We denied. I think those buttons do a surprising amount, actually. Okay, let me pop one on here. That is looking better than it was previously. That's looking pretty cool. Oh, that's going to look even better. Oh my god, dude, yes. I didn't realize we had a slab layer we could remove. Yeah. This looks like it hangs down a bit low. I don't think we can get away with that. Unless we go for... Would that work? We'll slab across there, for sure. Okay, that one was already slabbed across. Slabbed across? Words. Okay. I certainly am happier with it than that bridge. That bridge lacks any curvature, whereas I think this bridge... Oh, actually, that's pretty good. It's exciting. Okay, wait, hold up. Oops. Maybe the buttons are a bit too much. Not all of them, just these two here. Yeah, I think I'm happier with this one. In fact, they might actually be the perfect sit there. Ooh, yes. Yes. This may be our completed bridge. The thing we're missing here, I believe, is sign, sign. And the same on that side. Sign, sign. Cool. We'll have to figure out the center part of the bridge in a moment. So for now, let's go ahead and do this. We're going to do our final delete, and we're going to clone it, and then we're going to flip it. Oh my god, it's this music. Why do I feel? I feel like crying. Jesus. This is the music from the flashbacks in the final moments of Dungeon Delivery. That caught me out of nowhere. Jeez. Damn. Music is a crazy thing, dude. Okay. Oops. I've done the wrong thing there. And I think we've actually regained the thing I wanted before, which was having the varying height so that you can't ever really comfortably fall off the bridge there. Nice. Ooh, that looks good there too. Yes. Nice. Nice. I think it hasn't copied over the buttons, has it? We move you across by one. I'll just quickly grab you and put you there, I suppose. There we go. Nice. Hell yeah. Dude, I think that's it. I think that's the bridge. We could even potentially just put trapdoors on that bit. Or does it look better with a slab? Maybe even 2 slabs? Or 2 slabs. Oh, sorry. 2 of those and 2 of that. Oh, whoops. What was there? Maybe just that? I mean, I guess I could actually do... Oh my god, where are those things? Minecraft black dots for signs. I never even thought about that. Where are those black dots that you can write? The like ASCII ones. Ah, what's it called? I do wonder whether you need trapdoors there, actually. I think I might actually need that there, because I think that does need the teensiest bit of elevation. Yeah, I think that actually is a good call. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Sick. Okay, cool. Dude, that bridge is so much better. Oh, it's an actual bridge. Hell yeah. There you go. Oh, thank you. Hold on. Copy. Yeah, let me see if this will look any good. Weather clear. Oh. Let's see how this would look. Oh, you bugger. Why would you do that? Why are you the way you are? Damn it. I thought it would copy the sign. It didn't. Is it all the way to under there? It was. That was supposed to copy the sign and its properties, which it did there, but not here. And I think then we can probably get a plain sign in places. Maybe like one there. Wait, where's that one? That one's a third sign here. Ooh, it kind of works. I don't think we actually need them that often. I think another one just there and there might do the trick. I think it's it. I think we did it. I think we finished the bridge. Done deal. Done deal. How does it feel to walk over? Let's see. Let's get stacking on this. Okay. How does it feel to walk over? I guess we can get carpet for this and this. Do we actually need that now? Oh, I suppose we do. Oh, actually, maybe for the center two we do, but then not for the rest. Ah, sod it. We'll do it like that. Okay. Cool. And we got lots of disruptions happening in there as well, which is nice. And then on the other side, it's carpet again. Oops. Yeah, sick. Now we just need to actually learn about Shinkyo bridges. I think that is pretty bloody good. Nice. Very satisfying. Actually, maybe cheeky. Even more. Even more. Now it's really got a top to it. Not sure why, but on the last bridge we made sure it was an odd width, so there was a center. Maybe make this bridge 1 wide. I could definitely do that, yeah. Yeah, the old bridge I think was 5 wide in the center. Which I think was nice. It felt broad, didn't it? It felt like you could bring a mount over it and stuff. Nice. Does make me wonder whether... I mean... Oh... Do we just get rid of that entirely? Oh, that's like risen. And then do we just maybe slap a lantern on top of that? Kind of works. I don't think you even then actually need a pillar. You just have the lantern on top. I wonder whether you even need that hanging sign there anymore. Yeah, I think maybe you do actually. That's fine. Oops. Where was it? All right. Sick. All right, cool. I got it. I am chuffed with that. Well, everything's gone splendidly today. We have announced our character for Pantheon SMP. I've built a much better bridge that's going to go on Secret SMP. I will finish up Pantheon episode 1 tomorrow. We've got a members version and a regular version. So if you want to see a longer extended cut of the first episode, then you can go ahead and check that out, which will be good. And then other than that, you can just watch the other one. There's not going to be a delay on them or anything. It's not like, oh, this one airs first and the other one airs next. Like they will both go out at the same time. It's just up to you whether you would like to see more of it. And also in turn, by becoming a member on the channel, you help support me as a creator. So it's totally your call. Hello, Cherry. Sorry, I would normally do... I've just been raided again. Oh, God. I'm supposed to put the kids to bed. I keep getting raided. I can't just not say hello to you all. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, go on then, Cherry. Let's do it. I think that doesn't give away as much, but I think I think it gives away enough. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, go on. Hit the ground running with that one. That's sick. Hello, everybody from Sausage's channel. Hi, welcome to the stream. Let me show you something I've been working on. Time set 15k. So this is for Secret SMP. So not for Pantheon. This is for Secret SMP. So this is what my starter base area is going to look like on Secret SMP. That house I built on stream. Actually, to be fair, all of this I made on stream. That was supposed to just be a house, and it ended up looking more like a barn, or actually just a barn. So I turned it into one. Then we've got this kind of like rice paddy vibe going on, which I like. And then we've just been building a Kinkyo bridge, or Kinyo bridge. Is it Kinyo or Kinkyo? Kinkyo bridge? Is it Kinkyo bridge? What is it called? can't remember what it's called now. Kinyor Bridge? I've literally just been showing them off. The name has left my head. But yeah, this was the first bridge that I made, which I thought I was happy with. I've not used any shelves on the other bridge. Never even thought about that. But then this one over here is the newer bridge, which I'm pretty chuffed with. It's got way more of a curvature to it. But I have now just realized that I haven't used any shelves on it. Shinkyo, sorry, it was Shinkyo, wasn't it? So I'm now just having a look at where I can throw in some additional shapes and styles. And I think they might actually be in the right spot. But yeah, this is the revised version of the bridge, which I've just made this very second. But I like it. I think it's got a cool vibe to it. I think those shelves actually do help a lot, which is nice. So that will be the bridge that will bring you over into my area. And then this is going to be what you will see upon coming into my area. It's slightly different physical placements in the world, but that's the general vibe. And I've just been looking at some videos of stars of lamps and small torii gates that people have for gardens and stuff. But yeah, so Secret SMP begins in the middle of August and Pantheon SMP begins on Sunday. So it is all going on. It's all happening. Oh yeah, I should show you the character portrait as well. I don't know if Sausage has seen this actually. Sausage may be gone by now, but we'll find out. But basically I thought it'd be fun to cosplay my character for Pantheon SMP. So I took a picture this morning. I got my daughter's bed sheet because it worked well as a top half toga. Basically just threw this together and then did a little bit of Photoshop to grab some elements from the character art and did that sort of thing. So I was like, yeah, go on then. Because I'm getting close to 1 year of like actively working out and exercising and stuff and getting into better shape. So I've never had arms like this before in my life. But I was like, you know what? I'm getting closer each day to my champion. The color of the cloak is very accurate. The cloak is actually white and gray, and I literally color picked this, painted it on top, and then did like a blending option on it as well. But yeah, so that's me. That's me. And I think that is me. I think I'm done for today. I'm going to go and try and finish up. Is Cherry already done? Cherry's already done conversation art. My Pantheon SMP headcanon. What are your pronouns? What's a pronoun? Asks Champion Me. Stop swearing at me. Indicative but not exclusive to your gender identity. Who is it I'm arguing with? Is that Apo, maybe? Can I refer to you as they, them? But my name is Martyn. But is it, though? Bit of a head scratcher, that one. Let's go find somebody to raid. Oh. You'll have to find out on Sunday, chat. Who are we going to say hello to? We're going to drop in on... Who's it going to be? Abolish Regret. I played with Abolish yesterday. We filmed episode 1 of Pantheon. Raid Abolish Regret. Abolish is actually one of the people I spoke to most during Pantheon episode 1. So you'll be seeing some of that on the YouTube channel. But anyway, have a good night, everybody. Ta-ra!